Whoop.
Are we live yet?
We are live.
Hey!
Hello, everyone.
Wow. Hi.
Welcome to BlackwaterDnD. We are a group of nerdy friends who enjoy playing Dungeons and Dragons together.
Yes.
And we all sit at the mercy of our great overlord, Tim Carlson, who does mean and terrible things to our characters. So
some of that is true.
like putting us in a cave and then introducing monster snow.
We love it.
Snow is monster snow.
It's a cold move, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bad fun.
That was for Cody. We love you, Cody.
We love you, Cody.
Oh, Cody.
Speaking of cold moves, Len, you were talking about a car?
God, we weren't gonna do this.
Fun.
Segue.
Late night?
Yeah. Which car? The car story I told you guys. I think I've only told him this car.
I heard
story.
there was a car on a street or something.
There was a
like
car
that?
on the
Yeah.
street.
Can you tell us about that?
I think I've heard this story, but I want to hear it again. It's
I
very
think
good.
only Em has heard this story. Okay, so my friend texted me and they were like, hey, we're outside. Also, context before this, I can't tell cars apart. Sometimes I don't even get the color right. If it's black, it's also silver. It could be gray. I don't know. I don't know the make. So he was like, I'm right out front. I was like, okay, sounds good. And usually I'm pretty slow to get outside of my house. But this time I was fast. I was ready to go. So I go outside. And he usually parks up and around the corner from my house. So I was like looking right out front. And I was like, he's not right out front. There's no car with the lights on right out front. But there was a car kitty corner to my house with the lights on. And it was running. I was like, that's it. That's his car. It's the same color. It looks the same. So I walk over. I walk over to the car. And I open the door. And it opens. And I look into the car. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. He's not in here. So I'm standing in the middle, like in the street, holding this car door open, looking for my friend, like looking around, because I'm like, why the fuck did he get out of the car? Like I said I was coming right there. I look back into the car, just to let you know, my friend doesn't have a kid. Look back, there's a car seat in the back of the car. I was like, that's not his car. And I shut the door and I ran away.
Somebody saw you and was like,
never run away from things.
Yeah, I ran away.
Someone was probably like, they stole something from that car because you opened the door, put your head in, and then you ran away from the car.
No one saw me, dude.
No,
I wish there'd been a kid in the car.
Lennon, I'm with you. You run. You've already done the crime. You're in save yourself mode.
It's also not the first time I've done that. This first time I did do that, my dad was coming to pick me up, and I was in high school, and I was coming back from a party, and he was like in the parking lot, and I was like, oh, there's my dad's car, and I'm gonna reenact it a little bit. So I got in the car, I sat down, we clipped in our seatbelt, we looked over, not my dad. I unclipped the seatbelt and got out of the car and shut the door without saying anything.
Pro move.
Just
Okay.
I looked at him and he looked at me, and I was like, unclip, and I got out. I didn't say anything.
So funny.
that's like the time I was out getting lunch while I was out at work. And there were two of like my car and like identical color, identical model next to my car. Walked around to what I assumed was my car. I opened up the driver's seat and a woman was like, excuse me. And I was like,
Oh no.
I was about to climb in with my sandwich and it was not my car. And I looked to my I looked to my left and I was like, there's my car. I was like, and my first thought when I opened the door into this this other woman's car was, when did I clean my car? When did I clean the inside of my car? Because my car's never this clean.
I do ask my friends to all put bumper stickers on their car or in their windows. That's how I tell people's cars apart.
That's why, like, regardless of whose car I'm getting in, whenever I'm getting in someone's car, I get in really, really fast, slam the door shut, screaming, drive, drive, drive! It's always an exciting, like, little spice to throw into your day, because if you get the wrong car, at least you have a good time.
A little fun fact.
Or not.
I have memorized Sean and Jen's license plates, so I don't get the cars wrong because they don't have stickers on their car. So
Wait, what? Oh, we can't.
I'm not
do
gonna
this live.
say your license plate.
His license plate
I have
live
given
on
you
the
a ride
internet.
in like since COVID started, and
I
you're
know.
telling me it's still in your noodle?
Like if I have to look for it, like not off the
Just
top of my head the
whisper it, just
letters, but
whisper
if I'm
Like
looking for a car that
recognizable
looks like
cars.
yours, I know enough of the letters looking at to be like, yep, that's Sean's car.
It is my car, and I still have to look at the picture I took of my own license plate anytime I park it somewhere. I don't fucking know what my license plate is.
Oh,
So I
man.
couldn't even test you. I couldn't even. Wow.
I can't recite it, but I know enough of it that when I'm like, I can look and be like, yeah, those are the right letters that go in there.
That's hilarious.
So
I'm pretty
funny.
anti-bumper sticker, but I might have to,
Please.
for your sake.
Please.
Just says,
I-
hey
Can I
Len,
have
it's
one?
this one.
Like,
We
In
all
the
get,
window?
hey
You
Len,
should
it's this
make
one
us-
bumper
yeah,
stickers.
Yeah, make us those.
please.
I think it'd just be a picture of Len's face. Just be
So I
like,
can stop
hey
getting
me.
into wrong cars. Just like a peace sign. That's it.
It was great.
Oh, that's good.
Should we roll that intro?
Let's do
I think
it.
we should.
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
Bye.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you're stuck in quarantine and there's nothing on TV, come on down, come and see Blackwater D&D.
Mwah.
Boom.
Mwah,
Oh,
mwah, mwah,
Ah,
mwah.
that's great.
So good. So good. Okay,
So good.
I'm
Very
gonna jump into announcements so that we can start playing the gosh darn D&D. A big thank you, as always, to our English is hard.
gosh.
Sponsors and partners. Shout out first to Legendcraft, makers of fine wood products for your RPG gaming experience. Their Kickstarter is almost live for the magnet trackers for health and spell slots. We will have a couple coming our way to do as giveaways. So keep your eye here on the channel for that. But if you want to get involved, head on over to their website, legendcraft.ca, or their Instagram at legendcraft.ca, and get hooked in with their email newsletter, as well as follow them and like them and say that Blackwater sent you over. If you're purchasing anything from them, you can also enter the code Blackwater at checkout for 5% off. Shoutouts to Silverwing Armory, makers of fine paper products for your lore keeping, campaign planning, RPG experience. I think there's fireworks outside.
Large bangs.
Just large bangs around near where Tim and I are. They have a partnership going on right now with Grimbeard Leather to create their Lore Keepers bundle, which is a leather-bound like folio with some notebooks inside from the Silverwing Armory collection. So you can head on over to their website for pre-orders. Those drop November 20th. And you can enter the code Blackwater at checkout for 10% off anything from Silverwing Armory. Thanks as always to our dice goddess Keisha and our campaign artist Gianna. Cody's going to throw their socials up in the chat. But if Tiana's commissions are closed, unfortunately, for the year, but she will be having some open again in January. So keep your eyes on those. As well as Keisha, I think, rolled out some spooky Halloween dice. She may be rolling out some more over the next little while. She's also started rolling out raw dice and will give you the materials to finish them yourself. So if you ever wanted to get involved but don't have stuff for making dice but always wanted to paint them or all that kind of stuff, head on over. She also put up a really awesome meet the maker and questions and answer video over on her Instagram live the other week. So go and check that out as well. If you're around on Monday at around 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, come hang out with me over at twitch.tv/fabled42 with our friends over at Fabled42. I'm going to be part of the mental health and tabletop gaming panel that they're hosting for their questions and answers show. I'm going to be joined by hosted by Chris Solo, who runs Fabled42, and it's going to be myself, Dr. Elizabeth Kramer from Game to Grow, and Austin Klitsch, who is an inclusivity and diversity consultant. So if you want to come hang out with us, three awesome people who love to talk mental health and talk RPG gaming and how those two kiss, please come hang out with us at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then when you're done that, you can just wait a little bit and then come hang out with us at Chatwater. Myself and Sean and Giannis will be joined by Alan from Twin Drums. He is the creator of the Wagadu Chronicle, and we are so freaking excited to chat with him and talk all things Wagadu. Cody is going to throw up the link for the Wagadu Chronicles Kickstarter. There's just a couple of days left. They are fully funded, but if you want to get your hands on one of the best supplementary 5e like things ever, like please go check them out. There's just a free 300-page PDF that you can just download from that site. You don't have to pay anything for it. Take a look at their stuff. It is so beautiful. It is an Afrocentric campaign setting with different lineages and classes, and all of the like stats are in there to make it fully 5e compatible. It's gorgeous. So head on over there, support their Kickstarter if you can, and then coming out with us at Chatwater on Monday. And we might have some other things in the works with them. So stick around and stay tuned. And then on Wednesday, for our monthly one shot, we will be playing Werewolf with a Werewolf. Our wonderful friend Adam DeMarco from the Order, who played one of the werewolves, is going to be joining us to play Werewolf. A bunch of us are going to come play. I'm going to be GMing, so I'm going to sit in Tim's DM chair and make sure people getting sus of each other. It's going to be really fun. We're going to have to try and figure out how to do this in a virtual setting. There might be some paper and some markers and everyone closing their eyes involved. I'm still trying to figure it out. But yeah, so that'll be at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come hang out with us. It'll get real spooky. And then, of course, the spookiest of all, other than Gianna, of course, is we are going to have our session on Halloween because it is a Saturday. We will all be in costume, so get ready to come hang out with us, because if you don't have anything to do on Halloween, that's great. Neither do we. Come hang out with us. And that's all I got. That's all I got.
Amazing. All right, let's dive in. So for those of you just joining us tonight, last week, Blackwater made their way to the Selkara mining camp after an ambush on the ice from a pack of Alket and its ice giant master forced them to take a risk and teleport to the camp, only going off a description. Luck was on
Not
their
a
side.
risk. Not a risk. Just a play.
Tim, we prefer going on faith, actually.
Yes,
Pretty high risk.
we go on faith in this
50-50.
campaign.
Sure,
There's
sure,
too
sure.
many gods who love us too much.
Luck was on their side as they appeared in the center of the camp during a shift change of the miners. After clarifying their intentions with the mercenary company charged with protecting the camp, they were granted an audience with the foreman the following morning. But before the meeting, Callie was reunited with her foster brother Bilber, a young dwarf who came to the camp on a promise of good-paying mining work, only to find his earnings wiped out by costs levied by the company, like food, boarding, tools, and the initial travel cost. Callie agreed to wipe his debt and offered him work in Wolfreen at the keep. During the meeting with the camp foreman, Spigot Copperhill, tensions ran high as Blackwater made their distaste of the predatory business known, and Finnan was caught attempting to steal a ledger. However, things were smoothed over and Blackwater was introduced to their guide, a member of the mercenary company, Wex Waithrin, who is going to lead them through the north, through the mountains. They set out after Finnan pulled one final prank on a particularly cruel miner, and the journey was relatively smooth, leaving outside the camp. And after about an hour and a half, they found a quiet cave to teleport Bilber back to Wolfreen, along with Callie, Neppy, and Letters. After they left, a blizzard rolled in rather quickly as Wex warned Finnan of large snowflakes. So we pick up as he kind of like takes you by the shoulder, and he kind of says, "Just watch out for the large ones, okay? Come on." And he kind of pulls you back into the cave. As you can see, the wind is kind of kicking up like banks of snow kind of in front of the cave. And it's only about, we said it was like 15 feet back. Like it's not a terribly deep cave. As Kokani and Gianna, you both see kind of Wex and Finnan moving back towards the back of the cave. You all feel this massive gust of wind as snow just swirls into the cave, making it difficult to see. It's partially sort of obscured. It'd almost be like fog with the amount of snow that's kind of blowing in. You see these large crystalline like formations kind of blow in along with it, and I'll have everyone roll initiative.
My God.
So it is Wax, Gianna, Finnan, myself.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's the 4 of you. So let's see what Wex is.
He's like level 30, right?
Yeah. He's like 11.
Fine.
He's actually a god. He's a trickster god. No, I am using a stat block from the NPC compendium, which is stat block compendium, which is a homebrew compendium that basically takes classes and stats them out as monsters for kind of simplified combat use. They're really great.
Very cool.
Yeah. So his is okay. So, and the there we go.
Man, I'm so glad there's cookies where we are right now because I'm terrified.
I know. I bought chocolate today and I fucking ate it all. And I was like,
I need to
shit.
go get a cookie for this. I'll be back.
I don't know what you're terrified about.
I'm gonna
We're
need a cookie
fine.
run.
Yeah, you
We're
guys
not
are
in a blizzard.
fine.
I'm gonna go see
okay.
Tad.
25 to 20.
22.
20.
22. Gianna is 20.
Spread.
20 to 15.
17.
17. Okay, so that's everybody. All right, so first up is the snowflakes. So you see 4 of them kind of emerge from this gust of snow as they all kind of move towards one towards each of you. They are all going to use their so you see as they all like as these like large kind of snowflake formations move towards you, you see these like icy like tendrils kind of reach out from the center. So we'll start with you, Finnan.
It makes me.
Oh.
So the first one is a natural 1. The first tendril doesn't hit you. The second one is a 21. And the third one is another natural 1. Okay, so just 1 on that one. Right, 21 hits, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As you feel like, as it like wraps around your shoulder, you feel it kind of wrench forward and try to pull itself into you. The next one is going to attack you, Gianna.
Ew.
The first attack is a 20.
That hits.
Second one is a 17.
That also hits. I should have cast shield. It's okay.
And the last one is a 25.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first one is 11 points of damage.
Okay.
The second one is 12 points of damage. And the last one is 15 points of damage. And you are engulfed.
Oh no.
As the like you see the creature like as its tendrils all hit you, it kind of wraps around and pulls itself around you as almost like cling film, like it just starts like grappling around you. Like you can feel the ice is so cold, it starts to burn through your clothes. So you take an additional 17 points of bludgeoning damage. And
I hate it.
13 points of acid damage as it like slams into your face. You feel just like pummeled by the ice, and you feel it start to burn your clothes. So you are currently grappled. All right, and the next one is going to attack you, Kokanee.
Yeah, sure.
So the first attack is a 15.
Nope.
The second attack is an 18.
Nope.
And the last attack is a 26.
I'll allow it, Tim.
I'm gonna need some more cookies, you guys. Dang.
And
At least it won't be a TV
Kill me
game.
with a snowflake.
14 bludgeoning damage to you, Kokanee.
Okay.
HTTK.
Go home.
The
Just
last
half.
one is going to attack Wex.
Oh no.
None of them hit.
Come
It
on.
was all bad. That was a 1, a
Game
2,
is
and a
rigged.
3. 1, a 2, and a 3. As he kind of looks, so you see him like kind of dodge out of the way and kind of look at all of you as he like kind of is grappling with pulling out his bow.
We did one attack Finnan.
Yeah, Finnan got hit once, right?
Yep.
Finnan got hit once. Gianna got hit 3 times. Kokini got hit twice. Wex didn't, or
Once.
Kokini got hit once, and Wex didn't get hit at all. All right, so it's now Kokini's turn.
Yeah, we're gonna cast Spirit Guardians at 5th level.
Okay.
And then I will do that thing that fighters get. Second wind for my bonus action.
Okay.
So I heal for 9. So that is a 15-foot radius. So that would get all 4 of them.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so they've got to make wisdom saves every start of their turns.
Great. Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
All right. It is Gianna's turn.
I'm gonna make a melee spell attack.
Sounds good. So you are still grappled.
Can I make it while I'm grappled?
Yes, I believe it's just a disadvantage. Just double check.
Restrained is disadvantage. Grappled is just your speed is 0.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, you can do that.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, that's a 26, and I'm casting Vampiric Touch at
Okay.
5th level.
Nice.
So I can add some more d6. Goodness knows I need them.
Damage.
Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Using D&D Beyond today, and it's so strange. Sorry. What is that? What even is that? That's not great, but it's not bad either. That's 21 points of necrotic damage, and I heal half that.
21, you
Fire
said yes?
baby.
Right. So you heal for 10. All right. You take an additional, because you were still grappled, you take an additional 7 points of bludgeoning damage and
Like I didn't heal at all.
13 points of acid damage. As you feel it like constrict harder as it like pulls your arms together in an awkward way. And you feel the icy cold like burning now through your like starting to get to your skin. All right, it is Wex's turn. He is going to
Can you shoot snow with your bow? Certainly hope so.
I certainly hope so. He's going to a bonus action use one of his abilities, Tracker's Mark, which is kind of like Hunter's Mark. And the one that's attacking him. So we'll do an extra 3d6. And then he is going to back up. Actually, he's going to try to move past. So he's going to take an attack of opportunity. Try to get some distance, but it does hit him. Okay. So you see, like, as he kind of dips past it, it like slams him across the face as he reels back. He kind of steps towards the entrance of the tunnel and reaches back and shoots his bow twice. And both those will hit. So that one takes. All right. So you see it like kind of sails into the tendril that's kind of hanging down. You see kind of like a splash of ice across the cave wall, and you see the kind of like almost like liquid nitrogen kind of like freezing on the wall. All right, it is Finnan's turn.
Okay, I'm worried about hitting the one on Gianna. I'm going to send 2 bolts into the one that's in front of me and 1 into the one that's grappling Gianna.
Okay.
As like a test of the water.
Okay.
Is the one in front of me is within melee range, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll make those 2. I'll make all of them a disadvantage, actually. 26. 17. And a 14 against the one near Gianna.
The 14 misses.
Okay, it's great to know that the one that I needed to test didn't work. All right, the one in front of me takes 21 points of force damage.
So yeah, you like blow off some of its like crystal structure.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use Waning Shadow on the one on Gianna, which is a 28 to hit. I'm sorry, an 18 to hit.
18 does hit, yeah.
That's 14 points of damage against that one.
And so Gianna, you take 7, and it takes the other 7.
I'm down.
All right, so yeah, you see Gianna go down. As the like Eldritch Blast kind of hits, you see her like body slam into the side as the like creature kind of pulls her in tight, and you see her form go limp. All right.
I'm sorry, Jen.
It's okay. It was going to happen anyway. That was at 6.
All right. It you see like as she goes limp, it kind of releases her from its grasp. And it is going to go to you.
It's going to make
Wisdom saving throws.
Stop.
Yeah, so they'll all make wisdom saves.
Ow!
I think that's only one that might succeed. One rolled an 18.
Yeah,
The
that
rest
one
were,
succeeds.
13, 12, and 2. So I don't think
Yeah.
that's-
So they all of the 3 take 13, 18, 21, 25 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And the other one takes half to 12, and their movement speed's also all half.
Oh,
So the one that succeeded was the one by Finnan. And you said 25 points?
25 points.
25 points. Great. All right.
As a whole bunch of little golden cogs are flying around in here. Like smaller, angrier, harder snowflakes.
Metal snowflakes.
Snowflakes, but a
Beautiful.
little more metal, Tim.
Like a little bit.
Just a little more metal.
Way more badass. All right, so that is, sorry, lots of math. Okay. So yeah, you see the one that was holding Gianna has like its form is starting to like pull apart, as like you can see that kind of like whatever kind of inner fluid that it has is starting to like leak out, and you can see the ice crystals forming on it. That is one. Okay. And all right. It is the Frostveil's turn. They are going to. So the one that was holding Gianna is going to go for you, Kokani, because you're right there. So it like lunges over, and it's going to make. That is a 25, a 20, and a 20.
I'll parry one of the 20s. So
Okay.
2 hits.
2 hits. Sounds good. So that is 11 plus 5 is 16 points of bludgeoning damage for the first attack, and 15 points for the second. And you are grappled because 2 hit. So you take an additional 16 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 14 points of acid damage as you feel it like wrap around your body and like start to constrict. That same kind of thing, and now with all the cuts, like you feel the like horrible kind of like cold blood all over you.
How do you do cons check DCs?
It'll be so it just is
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, it'll be a Constitution saving throw. So you'll do 3 because it's per hit, so it's for the damage.
Sure.
It's half the damage. Yeah, it's half the damage, right?
It's half or 10, whichever's higher.
So those were all 10s then? So they were all in the teens?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 10 ups.
Yeah.
We'll use a luck point on that one. Yes. And one more luck point.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's the second Frostveil's turn. This one is going to go after. It's going to go after Wex. Because he's out by the door. So you see it fly kind of back out towards Wex, and 2 of those hit. Okay. So he takes. Sorry, all this math.
I'm just like nervous drinking my water because there's like nothing else I can do right now.
And
just jogging through Wolverine.
Yeah, we'll play your stuff out in a second.
No rush, Tim.
Yeah, no rush, please.
You see,
do
like,
this.
as Wex is standing there, he just gets engulfed by one, and you can hear his kind of like muffled cries, and it hurts. All right, the next one is going to go after you, Finnan. Okay, that is a 21.
Yep.
A 21 and a 16.
The 16 doesn't hit.
Okay. So you take, for the first one is 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okie doke.
And then 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okie doke.
And you are grappled because 2 hit.
Yep.
So that's an additional 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna blend that one.
Okay. And
Is there cold damage with it as well?
Yeah, this is all cold. Or no, that's just bludgeoning.
So that it doesn't do any additional damage other than the bludgeoning?
It's got acid damage too.
Okay,
so
because
that
that's all one attack though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll half all of it.
Yeah, so that's another. So what did I say?
17.
17 plus 20. Total is 24 because there's another 7. No.
Okay, I will blend that.
And you are grappled. The other one, because it is going to. The other one you see, like as it kind of moves towards Kokanee, and after that attack, you see it like kind of curl into itself and release out. You see these like puffs of like tiny like they almost look like snowflakes, but there is like something more organic about them as they start to release into the air. I need Kokanee and Finnan to make a Constitution saving throws.
And I'm close enough to Callie, right? Because she's in Wolverine, and that's close enough.
She left her aura here with us.
Yeah,
right?
she left her aura with us. Yeah.
27.
If I could have left my aura, I would have.
That's an 18 for me.
Yeah, you succeed. You both succeed. You get this whiff of something that's got this kind of bitter smell to it. It's like almost there's something earthy about it, but you kind of shake it off. It doesn't seem to have any effect on you. All right. It is now Kokanee's turn.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds. Oh, I'm grappled, aren't I?
You are.
So that's just movement speed is 0?
Yep.
Is Gianna within my reach?
She's on the ground, so you can't move over to her.
Okay, well then I'm going to cast Healing Word on her at 4th level.
Okay.
He was muffled. Healing Word.
You better get up. It's 12 points of healing.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to action surge and attack this one that's grappled me.
Okay.
I'm going to make 3 attacks with my sword.
Do it up.
19.
19 hits.
22.
Roll the damage first.
Sure thing.
And denote cold damage. Or no, you don't have your ice pain, so it's fine.
14 points of slashing and radiant damage.
Okay. It is still up.
Second one was a 22.
That hits. Roll the damage.
That'll
for that one.
be 15.
Yeah, that'll do it. So yeah, as you're like you manage to kind of almost slice through it as you bring your sword up, and it just like kind of falls apart and just almost like melts into a fine mist, just kind of drops onto the ground.
Awesome. And then I can make a 3rd attack with my bonus action on the one that is putting gross snowflakes
Yes,
everywhere.
it's within reach because it moved kind of between you and Finnan, so it would be within your reach.
That'll be a 28 to hit.
28 to hit. That hits.
That'll be 10 points of damage.
Nice. All right. It is now Gianna's turn. So you are on the ground. You can see there's one kind of hovering very close to you. There is one that has grappled Finnan and one that has grappled Wax.
Oh, okay. So there's still 3 up. I'm gonna need them to make dexterity saving throws.
Nice.
What if Gianna lays on the ground and plays dead and casts
Yeah,
spells?
yeah.
Will they leave
Oh,
her
I haven't
alone?
gotten
Will
enough.
they leave her alone?
I haven't
God,
gotten
she's
enough.
so quiet. Will they leave her alone?
So the one above you is a 22. The one grappling Finnan is a 19, and the one grappling Wex is a 12.
Okay, so the 12 fails. The rest of them will take half. 10d8 lightning damage coming their way.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Okay, 45 points of lightning damage for the failed save. That'll be half for the rest. For
So you
each of
said
them.
40,
45.
45. Okay, so
45 for the 12.
And half is 20.
22.
22. Okay. So yeah, you see the one grappling Wex. Like as the lightning hits, you can see it ricochet through him as well.
No.
Yeah.
Shit. Did Wex fail? Or does Wex get to save?
It's essentially one save because they're grappled.
Shit.
I'm guessing I take 11
might
damage
kill our
as well.
guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just one thing we don't have to pay for.
I was just wondering, can we take gold off our guide's dead body?
Woof.
100%.
Can we take our
Woof.
gold back?
Woof. Our moral compass swung so far,
No!
all so quickly.
No, we
Guys, you've
can't.
been
Hold on,
taking
we
money
can't
from
take the gold.
slavers.
Why
If
can't we
he's-
take the gold? If he's dead, I'm
Why
gonna
would we
take the
leave it in a
gold back.
cave?
He doesn't need it. He's dead.
Yeah, corpses don't need gold.
I mean, we need a. I'm not there.
You can't
Me
take it with
neither.
you. You said that. Those are your words.
All right. So it is.
How does
you
Wex
hear
look?
kind of like a
Ooh.
yell. He is not looking great. He is
Did
taking
the-
dude.
a lot
did
of
the-
damage.
Did the one grappling him die though from the
No,
22?
he is
Oof.
still grappled.
Rough.
Oofty. Sorry,
So
buddy.
He is. That one is looking like its form is starting to pull apart, but he's not. What is he gonna do? He is going to. He is going to try to break the grapple. He's just going to
That's a
try to
good
struggle
idea.
out of this.
Okay.
So that is a. Oh man. Okay. Oh, he does. He managed to you see him kind of wriggle free. It kind of pushes off.
I
This
supercharged
thing as it
him.
kind of opens up next to him.
Spicy tiefling boy.
Yeah, he does not seem pleased.
Not so spicy.
Not so spicy. All right. It is now Finnan's turn.
How close to me is Gianna?
She's within 5 feet.
Shit.
On the ground.
All right. I'm gonna reach out my arm and I'm going to shoot one bolt into the one that Wex just escaped from, and 2 bolts back into myself, hopefully hitting the thing. Like bring it through myself.
All right.
All will be with disadvantage, so it's a 19. That is 2 natural ones on a dice roll, so
No.
11, but natural one, so auto fail. And 21. So the one that hits the middle one, which would be one against me. The middle one misses.
So the middle one misses.
Yeah.
And the other 2 hit.
The like bookends were 19 and 21.
Yeah, those both hit. So
Yeah,
the
okay,
one hits Wex, one hits you.
Yeah. Not Wex, the one that was attacking Wex.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam was serious
okay.
about getting that gold.
We already have
Wex.
the goats. If he's dead, we don't pay him.
Wex,
We already have the goats, guys.
Wex's snow demon takes 12 points of force damage.
I mean, a guide would be helpful.
Nice.
Mine
So,
takes-
Apparently not. A guide would hopefully not get us in this pickle. That's what a guide is for.
It's a liberal use of us, actually, letters.
So you blast the one by Wex, you see it blow, and it as it goes through his body, it just goes right by Wex's head as his hair just kind of
And then the one that hits me is 8
Okay. 8 damage total.
yeah. So I take 4.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to reach into the shadows of the room. And I'm going to pull them into myself and waiting shadow the thing on me again.
Okay.
Again at disadvantage. Oh shit, that's a 28 with disadvantage.
Nice.
So that is going to be 13 points of damage. So I'll take. Do I take 6 or 7? Do I take more or less than the thing?
You'll both take 6.
Okay.
See it that way.
Fair.
All right. It is
Wisdom save time.
Wisdom saves. So there is currently 2 of them. And the one that was attacking Finnan has failed, and the other one rolled a natural 20. So it succeeded. So
27 points for one, and half of that, so 13 for the other.
13 for the other. So one of them is done. The one that was attacking Finnan, you see it the guardians just rip through it.
Do I take 13 damage off this one as well?
Ow!
Yeah, because you're still grappled.
Yeah.
So so it would be split between the 2 of you actually.
Yeah.
So so you would take 13 and it would take 13. So it's actually that's just enough. So that is just enough. So that one does end as Finnan, you get kind of pummeled with these things. And the other one is still it is going to it's gonna attack you, Gianna, because you're on the ground. You didn't get up, did you?
No, I didn't. Because I was.
So it's gonna it literally just kind of hovers over you and reaches down.
Don't like it.
So the first one is a 26.
This is probably a moot point, but I never added my armor bonus from the pants. I don't know what that is from the mithril pants.
+1. This is
Okay, it doesn't help that much at all, but that's okay in this situation. That's gonna hit no matter what I do.
Okay, so 26 for the first one. The second one is a 20.
I'm gonna shield that one. Actually, do damage for the first one. I don't think I will have the chance to shield it.
Sure.
Probably.
All right, so that is 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nope, I do not have the chance to shield it. I'm down again.
Okay, so it kind of slaps you. It's then going to turn to you, Kokanee, for its final 2 attacks. So the second attack was 20. Actually, no, because I rolled it at advantage, so it wouldn't be advantage against you. But that's it's still 20.
I'll parry it.
Okay, and the final attack is a 12, so that won't hit.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go to Cookie. Don't kill me while I'm gone.
Kokanee.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit this one in front of me. That'll be a 27 to hit.
27 to hit. That hits.
That'll be 13 slashing and 2 radiant for 15 points of damage.
That'll do it. As you just tear it asunder with your sword, and that is all of them. As you feel the wind kind of start to die down slightly.
Cool. Then I will healing word Spooky for the rest of my turn.
That's good.
Just first level. It's 5 points of healing.
You hear Wex kind of at the front of the cave. I told you to watch out for those.
Wex, do those things use eyesight?
Nah, I don't know. Kind of.
Okay, well, to be safe, step back.
I think they can see regardless.
I'm gonna try it anyway, just to be safe, and I'm gonna cast Silent Image over the mouth of the cave, so it looks like this, like the same as the outside of the cave when we walked in. So it just looks like a single piece of rock.
You can still see snow kind of blowing in.
Yeah.
As he kind of crawls to the back of the cave, you can see he's looking pretty fucked up.
You all right there, Wex?
I could use a lie down, maybe.
Not a bad scrap, huh?
Yeah, I haven't come across 4 of them at the same time. They're a type of plant, I think.
There aren't going to be more.
I mean, I hope
like
not.
they don't usually come in, a bunch. They're more lonely-ish.
Generally, no.
Okay.
Do they dislike heat, or are they attracted to it?
Generally, they don't like heat, from my experience.
Should probably start a fire then. Yeah.
I'm going to cast Life Transference on Wex. I'm going to take 19 points of damage, so he'll get 38.
You're up, Gianna.
And you're healed for 6 or 5. What did I say?
5.
5. And then I will cast Finnan. How you doing?
I don't need focus on Gianna more.
Yeah, I'll cast 4th level Cure Wounds on Gianna. It's 29 points of damage. Healing.
Oh, thank God. I don't like it here.
These things are vicious.
Yeah, pretty good.
You said they were a plant?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, they have I think I saw that one release its spores. That's how they multiply. They get inside you and then they fuck with your brain. I've seen it happen.
Sounds unpleasant.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
But so we have a fire now.
Yeah.
Kind of like flinted out of fire.
Kokanee will have a seat. Not looking too hot, just like everybody else at the moment.
I'll sit with my back to the fire, facing the mouth of the cave, just like starting the cast of Eldritch Blast and letting it fade just over and over again, just like waiting to shoot it at something that comes through the door.
All right. So you kind of all take a seat. Meanwhile, in Wolfreen, you all arrive at. You teleport back, right?
We
Plane
took
ship.
a word of recall to Temple
Okay.
Caracal.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you
I hate
are back in the temple. As you arrive, it's nice and warm, comparatively. What would you like to do?
Well, we don't have much time. We should be getting back soon.
We're already jogging to the keep.
We're jogging to the keep. Yes, we are
Bilber,
jogging.
Bilber, keep up. Keep up. Come on, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah. There's a real brief stopover.
I'm gonna jog to where Kamea is so I can meet them really quickly, just to communicate to Kamea.
Sounds good.
Kamea.
So yeah, you head over to the Gatestone Keep.
You
arrive
we're all
back
going in
at
the same
Blackwater
direction.
Keep. Yeah.
We're neighbors, right? Blackstone
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to split off at the last second. Callie runs over to the keep. You all arrive at Blackwater Keep.
I'm gonna take him downstairs to the fucking.
As you're heading down, you just hear Kodas go, "Letters? Is that you?"
Hey, Kodas. Actually, Bilber, this is important. Bilber, this is Kodas. Kodas, this is Bilber.
Hey.
He's gonna be working at the Blackwater Bar and Grill, but maybe at the Keep. If you need any work being done around here, just have a think about it. Bilber's a young man. He's excited to learn, and we trust him implicitly.
Okay.
He's also Callie's brother, so he has access to any of the rooms upstairs, any accoutrement that he needs.
VIP. Okay.
This is Kodas. He's our ghost general. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah, come meet the boys and the lady.
Maybe later, Kodas. We got to introduce him to Tad and the crew.
Okay. Tell Tad he still owes me.
Okay, I mean, you work in the same building, but be safe.
Be safe.
Thank you, Kodas.
He's a great guy. All right, and we're gonna. What is it? Lunch rush right now?
Yeah, it's about that. Like kind of early. It's like brunch. It's the brunch crowd actually.
Oh, we love that. We do the best
brunch.
Yeah, it's like the 11:30 kind of late brunch crowd.
We do the best hollandaise stones you ever
What's
had.
happening at this exact moment of us yelling, "We love brunch"?
Gianna's unconscious.
Gianna just went unconscious.
Hollandaise stones?
Yeah, it's a brunch thing. Anyways, you sort of you crack them at the table and then eat the dust. We run into the Blackwater Bar and Grill, and I say, Tad, is Gorge and Craig around?
Yeah, they're working hard, dude.
Oh, in the kitchen, of course. I forgot that's what they do here. Tad, good to see you. This is Bilber. He's gonna be working around here. Callie's brother, super talented young man, very excited to work. This is Tad. He runs things here. He's the best. Anything you want to know, he can teach you. I trust him implicitly.
Oh, okay, yeah. Here, come here, man. Let me show you how to hold some trays.
He's the BBG.
One second, we'll get to that. Gregor, Gorge. Gregor.
Yeah.
Hey, you know those excavations I've been talking about to add to the gravel pit?
He's just working on some scrambled eggs.
This is Bilber. He's an expert miner. I think y'all could get on well.
I don't know if I go that far, but he does not look like a pitch.
No.
I'm sure he's fine, but
he comes from the Dwarven school of mining, so it's like a fun twist.
Okay.
I think we could really incorporate some scar fusion into our excavation techniques as well.
Okay.
Really, a little Wolfreen, a little scar, best of both worlds, just like our cooking. Anyways, he's here to help out with the Blackwater Bar and Grill and the excavations. We have to boogie on out of here right away, but he's a great guy. I trust him implicitly. These guys are the best.
Great. Thank you.
He's on the payroll, and he can't technically be a gravel boy, but he needs access to the gravel pit. He's going to be a gravel buddy. It's a temporary station.
We've talked about this.
Yeah. So it's like that they're allowed in, but you can't stay here, kind of thing. As long as they're doing work, but they can't hang out.
I can't wrestle.
Yeah, no. It's purely for business, not for pleasure.
Okay.
That's what gravel buddies get. We can talk about it later. Bilber, if you keep up the good work, which thus far, technically I haven't seen any good work, so you got a lot to live up to, but I trust you implicitly, so I'm very excited about this new business arrangement. Welcome to the Blackwater Bar and Grill family and the Blackwater family, because you're literally Blackwater family. Oh shit, Neppy, do you have anything to say? Because I feel like we should go.
Just, I hope that your stay here is very comfortable, Bilber, and don't hesitate to ask if you need anything, of course. Orly and Cotis, they are very good to us, so I hope you'll fit in here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Let's catch up with Callie.
Yes.
Tad, you're doing a great job, and I'm giving you a raise.
Oh, okay. Great.
We'll talk about it when I get back.
My girlfriend's going to be so proud.
You got a girlfriend?
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, all right. Fucking love Tad.
So you had Callie. You arrive at the Gatestone Keep. As Kamea, you gave her a heads up that you were.
I gave her a heads up.
She called this time. She for
like
sure
literally
did.
before I was like, "Hi, coming in really quickly."
It was during a council meeting.
She's waiting at the gate.
It was during a council meeting. It was.
She's waiting at the gate, at the front door for you, basically. Okay. Hello.
Hi. Okay. Do you want to come meet Bilber?
Of course. Of course.
Okay. As we're going over, I need to tell you something because, just so you know, we have to go back really quick right now. I know Bilber's gonna tell you. I know he's gonna tell you. I got eaten by a worm.
What?
There was a worm. We fought 3 of them. I got eaten by one of them. I'm alive. I'm here, but I got eaten by a worm. Just so you know.
I'm glad you're alive. Thank you for telling me, I guess. Please don't try not to get eaten by anything.
I know. I just didn't want you to hear from Bilber.
No, you're probably right. It's probably better I heard it from you. Well, you look surprisingly in decent shape for someone who was just eaten.
Well, it was yesterday. I gotta sleep. As they're going over, I trust him. I think I trust him. I haven't seen him in a while. I wasn't very trustful when I was his age, right out of foster care. So if you could watch him a little bit. I'm sure he's fine. I just wasn't.
I will do my best. Just tell him not to be intimidated by the fact that I'm the queen.
Okay, I'll tell him that.
Yeah, that'll go for him.
And she joins you as you head down to the...
Callie, we're just leaving. Hey, Kamea, how you doing? You good to go?
Hello, Nappy.
To go. Yeah, she's gonna give Kamea a hug and a kiss and be like, I love you.
I love you. I guess this is only, I think, my 3rd time going here. It'll be fun.
Oh, well, Tad should be in a good mood. He's getting a promotion, so you're going to be among friends.
Oh, let us very quickly, before we go, do we happen to have a jar of spider milk I can take for the road?
Yeah, we still have one in the old vintage, absolutely.
Just a jar, small one.
Just a little baby jar.
Yeah.
Gorge. I need
you
to
to make
spider
a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's not
like bull in a china shop vibes here, or are we like?
Okay, that's my china shop. I'll knock over what I please. How's a 15?
Okay, it's pretty good. So you just as Kreger is coming out with a big old tray of brunch, you just managed to put on the brakes as your hooves skid along the stone. He's like, ooh, and you put your arms up and are hovering over him as you kind of lean back. He's like,
you have to watch where you're going. You cannot just burst into the kitchen like that.
I'm sorry. You're right. This isn't my place. This is why I'm a hands-off owner. Okay. You do your thing. You're doing great.
Ducks around you.
I'm gonna go to.
Okay, who's having the scrambled eggs?
I am going to go through the area into the other area where the spider keg is kept, and I will
Oh my
tap
God.
said spider keg, and I will make my exit through the various areas. And I would 100% like to just make a perception check to see if anyone observed how I got to the spider keg.
Okay.
Just over the shoulder, just to see. I'm not very good at these.
Make
No, that's a
ste-
natural
first,
one.
First, then make a stealth check for me.
Oh, that's a 5.
Okay.
I think I did pretty well, guys.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You were really on edge after your near miss, so you're very, very aware of.
For reference,
there's-
there's areas of the Blackwater Keep that none of us know about other than Sean. Like there is areas of the keep that have been excavated that none of us know about, and Sean has drawn it out, and there is a
That
schematic,
face.
like,
Ridiculous.
which is where he's navigating right now.
Such a concerning
again,
face.
There is more spider milk in this fucking plane of existence, more valuable than gold. So I don't know where you keep your gold, but mine is in secret places. So I took a little baby jar of this incredibly valuable resource, and I coming in hot. I'm Litters. I own this place. I'm coming in hot, and I announce my presence as I boogie my way through the restaurant.
Yeah. You make your way back out as you see
Okay.
Kamea kind of heading over to Tad. Yeah. As you head back up and meet with the rest of the crew.
We good?
Yes. Are we ready to go?
All right, let's stop a genocide. Zimzalabim.
Oh. I was expecting us to plane ship, but teleport works too.
Oh, whoops.
So you pop back in as Finnan, as you're kind of readying your Eldritch Blast, you have a moment of like, oh, as you see all your friends suddenly arrive. As you're like, yeah, you're standing up.
So on edge.
Blast, right? As they back arrive, you see your friends midway through their short rest, because it has not been an hour, looking rough.
Oh, disgrace, what happened?
Hey, Neppy.
Hello, darling, what happened?
We fought 4 snowflakes.
Never leave again.
Is everyone
We're
all
fine.
right?
Everyone's
Well,
fine.
Everyone's all right?
I'm
Yeah,
never gonna be warm.
Does anyone in need of healing? Can I help?
We're just having a little campfire here. I think maybe we'll see how well that rejuvenates me, but
I make
maybe.
the fire hotter, and I put it. Is there room to put a bonfire on the other side of Spooky?
No, your bonfire's pretty big.
Yeah, it's a
not
5 by 5.
I was gonna be a bonfire. That's big.
It's already feeling pretty like cozy with all.
Oh, okay, I'll just make it a warmer fire with pyromancy.
Right.
Control
How
flames.
is Wex looking okay, or is he looking rough?
He's looking pretty rough. I mean, he's resting, so he's like, but you can tell like his nose is all bloody, and you can see like he is visibly uncomfortable, like he's likely broken a few ribs, and like yeah, he's not looking great, but he's resting.
I like transferring him for 40. He must be all right.
Yeah, that did help. That helped quite a bit. Yeah.
Did Letters give me the little jar of spider milk?
Yes, I did.
Yes. While everyone is short resting, I'm gonna walk up over to Finnan and I'm assuming his back.
Yeah,
to
he's
the-
still kind of
yeah.
he's keeping an eye.
Just reach over his head and just like put down a little jar of spider milk in front of him. I brought some back for you.
Muted.
You're muted.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You owe me a spider nog with that one, all right?
Yeah, you're sure.
All right.
Didn't we? Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna spit out a bit of blood. That was crazy stuff. I think maybe next time we all separate, we should leave our frontliner like with the group not going to safety. I know she was with their brother.
But I'm the only one with teleport, dude.
Are you
Just
are you our frontliner, Letters?
I mean, when we're fighting snowflakes, I think Firebrand can take care of it.
Actually, speaking of letters, if you could make
Yes,
a
sir.
bonfire in the mouth of the cave as well.
Done. Bonfire.
It is now very hot in the cave.
Callie has
There's
made
a
a
fire
mental.
in the cave, like it was already warm, and now there is like a bonfire in the front of the
Neppy
cave.
feels delightful. This is balmy and delight. This is wonderful.
There's gonna be no oxygen in
I
this
was gonna
cave
say
in like
you're
1 minute.
depleting your oxygen.
Callie's made a mental note that Finnan thinks Callie is the front liner. Oh, it's Callie, right? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, who else is our frontliner?
Me.
Who wears heavy armor and hits things with a sword?
Me.
Oh well,
I mean,
I do those things,
I'm
but
a
with the
pretty
hammer.
adequate frontliner.
You do great.
I know I don't wear fancy armor or anything like that, but my AC is 19 and I have 150 health. So, and I have a sword.
very
I don't know if you've
fast.
checked, but it's right here.
And it's a fine sword. You hear Wax kind of mumble.
I love him.
I just like look at Nebula.
You're all very strong.
Well, we're happy to have you with us, Wex. I'm glad you were here. Your owl. Are they all right out there?
You should be fine.
Oh fuck the goats!
We should probably go.
I'm gonna march out there to see how our goats are.
I'll go with him.
I won't take any damage from the cold, so I can go take a look.
Okay.
Um,
So you, yeah.
Wait,
I
you
go
have immunity to cold damage?
I have resistance.
Okay. So you head out. The blizzard is subsided somewhat, but it's still pretty snowy. So visibility is somewhat low. So you can all make perception checks at disadvantage.
Oh,
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Who's ever taking a
Still
look?
at 23.
Oh, a
not natural. Just a
Natural
casual
20.
2 - 1.
16, 26,
Getting
29.
pelted in the eyes.
I see
with
snow!
It's like,
Uh,
and you're really not used to it. Like I don't know that you've ever even seen snow before coming to Gar Yang.
I don't think I have.
Not in the time that you've been in.
I think I've
Wolverine.
maybe been hit by a blast of like cone of cold once or twice,
Yeah.
but never
So it's like
genuine
it's
snow.
part of it is just the brightness. You're just like not used to the brightness of the white. What was yours? Nikki?
I'm 29 with disadvantage.
Damn. So yeah, Finnan and Neppy, you see a little ways down the mountainside, the goats have huddled up in kind of a rock formation.
I love that.
And as far as you can tell, they're all there. But you can see they're all kind of huddled out with their horns out, almost kind of like in a semicircle with their backs.
Can I try and approach them to see if I can get a peep if they've been injured at all?
You head down. They're probably about 50 feet away.
That's fine.
So you head down.
Neppy's having a delightful time in the snow. This is the most snow she's ever seen in her life.
Okay. So you head down and you see it looks like a couple of them have been somewhat injured. You can see that like their fur, there's not necessarily like blood, but you can see that there is like in areas some of their fur has been almost look like it's been frozen.
Okay.
But they're all still standing.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get close to a couple. I mean, they would be comfortable with humans or
You guys rode them
humanoids.
up here, yeah.
Yes. So I'm gonna get close to them. And do any of them require healing of any kind?
You can
Like, would any of them,
make an animal handling check to see if you can tell.
with the grace of my goddess?
I am out behind her just again, slowly weaving eldritch blasts and letting them drop, just like ready to party.
Animal handling is wisdom. Yeah. 25.
25. You can tell two of them, the two that seem to have the kind of like the ice matted fur, seem like they're in a bit rougher shade. You can see their eyes are a little bit bloodshot.
I'm gonna go over to them and just give them like some really good pets, some good scritches, just like speaking very softly, like hushed tones, start speaking to them in Infernal and just heal them both. I'll put a first level cure wounds into
Okay.
each one.
Seems to rejuvenate them.
You want me to roll the hit points, or
No, with the amount of hit points that it is,
Cool.
it will be fine. As you can hear them kind of like in a much less malevolent way than you're used to.
Lovely.
As they kind
I
of-
give them all good scritches,
Yeah.
and then like run my fingers through the snow to just kind of clean my hands off, and then I'll walk back up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna carry a snowball inside.
Shut up.
You carry it inside, and it melts in your hand as you walk by the bonfire.
My hands are still cold though.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
I'm
Do
gonna
I
go
see
up.
you bring the snowball inside?
You would see her hand is dripping, probably, unless you're trying to hide it.
Don't bring that devil snow in here.
I'm gonna walk up to
FBI
Callie.
almost died twice.
yeah.
It's not a joke.
I'm gonna walk up to Callie,
Heck yeah.
and I'm gonna just like come up beside her, and I'm gonna put my cold hands on the back of her.
Yeah, the drastic temperature change is wild. Like as you kind of walk through.
I enjoy both temperatures, fire resistant and cold resistant. We are great.
Finnan, do you head back up as well? Or are you staying up?
Yeah, I would like, because like, did I manage to finish my short rest?
Not quite. You'll still need a little bit of rest time.
I would go back in, rest enough for a short rest, and then I would spend whatever extra time just like walking around the front, keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Also-
Yep.
Sorry, Callie would take Neppy's hands from her neck and hold them and be like, I did deserve that. And like throw them back at her. A little
I was
bit, just
gonna-
like a little gentle toss.
You deserved worse, Sky Singer. I was going to bring some snow in here and shove it down your armor.
Oh.
All right. So you all finish your short rest. Just over an hour later, as you see, Wex kind of stands up and he's looking better. He's looking more himself. As he kind of walks out to the front with you, Finnan kind of looks out. And by this time, the blizzard has most intense part of the blizzard has passed. It is still snowing, but it is not crazy. It's still, visibility is still not great, but the wind has died down somewhat. So he kind of like looks at the rest of you. So,
Can we travel in this?
it's as good as anything. This might actually give us a bit better cover.
Everybody good?
Yes.
I
How
will
does
be
he
when
look?
I'm done
He
rolling my
looks
hit dice.
I have a request, OX. If you could, are you able to like summon your owl to you or call it, or like, are you magically linked to your owl at all?
Kind of, yes.
Can you like see through its eyes?
No.
Could you bring it to me then?
Sure.
Oh, I see what he's doing. This is pretty cool. He's got an eye thing.
Are we
You'll-
gonna?
Kind of like leans his head.
During the short rest, I did the thing so we could all telepathically communicate for the next
Yes,
hour.
Sean, excellent work.
Well done, well done, sir.
Are you gonna put Wiggles on the owl's back and then have them fly around?
It's too wholesome. You can't.
Way too complicated. Just gonna make it so that I can
already
see through
doing
the
it.
owl's eyes.
They'll put Wiggles on the owl's back and they'll ride around and they'll be friends.
Also,
Yeah, I'm already
don't-
doing it.
If you're, anyways, we'll see. So yeah, he kind of hear him kind of whistle, kind of a high pitched whistle, and
Actually, looking at it, I think yeah.
So
he
I
kinda
put
calls
Wiggles
it
on
and
his back.
puts his arm out, and you see the snowy owl kind of lands.
I would try to use Gaze of Two Minds because Finnan wouldn't know this, and it wouldn't work because it has to be a humanoid.
Doesn't take. He goes,
Bummer.
What did you do to my owl?
Sorry, I have a thing where I can see through other people's eyes, but apparently it only works on people and not beasts. I apologize.
It's all right.
What is
What if I put Wiggles on his back and then I could see through Wiggles' eyes?
Do you think Wiggles could stay on a bird for like an extended period of time in a
Like a little
snowstorm?
saddle.
I'm gonna be
I don't
honest.
know.
I don't think he's going to like that.
what is your bird's name?
His name is Wraith.
Ray.
Wraith, undead spider, kind of like goes together. I don't know. Let's see. Like she's gonna
I
hold
need
Wiggles.
Wiggles to make an animal handling check.
Also,
Oh my
like,
God, what was it?
it's an
His wisdom is
owl,
0,
right?
so
Yeah, I was like,
it's
wouldn't
just a
this
straight
owl
D20.
eat the spider?
Yeah.
I've
It's a
seen
bony
owls
spider.
eat. I've seen owls
Absolutely.
eat
He probably
huntsmen
doesn't
before.
smell great.
Also, it
It's a
can't
bony
be
spider.
it can't be a bony spider. Spiders don't have bones.
Yeah, because here's what happened. They have the exoskeleton. So what happened was all the stuff inside just gooed out, and now it's just the
Blah.
Yeah.
exoskeleton.
Husk.
So it's just a
The
husk of a
husk.
spider,
Husky
which
spider.
is just like a
baby.
crunchy
Like
chip.
tarantulas, like if you drop them, they pop like a tomato. They're not hard shelled.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they pop.
They're squishy.
Dude, huntsmen, big huntsmen in my room. You'd flick things at them and
As
they
we
just go.
broke Len. As we broke Len in.
Wiggles rolled an 18.
An 18.
Oh, fuck.
That is pretty
That's just
good,
natural, baby.
but it is not high enough. Like as you see, like you watch as the owl instinctually goes to like bite Wiggles, like and like grab it with his claw to eat him, and you see Wiggles be like, "Whoa," and hold up its front two paws, and like as it kind of stands there, the owl kind of cocks its head and sort of leans back. It's like Wex kind of instinctually kind of pulls Wraith back a little bit, and then Wiggles kind of climbs up and like takes it in both hands and like touches its claw as like the owl just kind of is like hopping from side to side.
My brave boy.
I'm uncomfortable.
Like it's so confused.
Tim,
But it like
only
kind
I
of,
know
like-
what he's saying, but what is he saying right now? Because you're Wiggles.
Wiggles
Yeah,
is
what's he
basically being
saying?
like, "Good sir, please let me introduce myself." And he's being,
Incredible.
like as cordial as he can be. He may be able to at some point. At the moment, he's still sort of like he hasn't blown it. So like Wraith
Okay. All
is
right.
confused and is like getting used to Wiggles. So it's
Mm.
working. It
It's
has-
early in the
happen.
friendship.
Tim,
It'll happen.
Tim, I gotta know.
Next
how
time you
is-
gotta bring him something.
How is Clack dealing with the snow?
He doesn't love it, but you like make a perception check.
Okay. Mish.
Also, Callie's been replaced, or Lennon's been replaced by Mish for tonight.
She got eaten by the worm again.
Don't say that. Please.
You guys
Push
didn't
that
let
on me.
Stronger run snowballs after I almost died.
Hey, that wasn't me. That was Nappy. It's a 17.
17. You like it's strange. Like you can't tell if he's cold or not. Like you know that he feels like you don't know if he feels cold the same way. You're not sure. Because you realize as you think about it, you're like, I don't know if pets are hot or cold blooded.
I'm gonna touch him.
He is like his clothes are warm, his skin is cool to the touch, and he's kind of like, hey.
Are you? I'm sorry. This is so out of place. Are you cold?
I mean, yeah, kind of. I
How
don't
do you
know.
normally feel?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't think about my body temperature that often. It normally doesn't change very fast. It takes a long time for me to start feeling either hot or cold.
Have we seen Clack bleed?
That was my thought.
Yeah. You've seen.
What does it
Clack
look like? What does Clack's blood
Uh,
look like?
It's like a little bit thicker.
Like
So
mud?
like
He is blooded
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, he's blooded. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, he has blood. It is reddish. It's like a reddish brown. And it is like he doesn't
Are you
bleed as
describing mud?
profusely. It's like it's not like mud, but it's more like I would say
Molasses.
like mud.
syrup. Yeah, exactly.
Thicker.
Oh, God.
Like an aloe vera plant.
Yeah, or like a stretcher, or like the inside
your
of a Stretch
patch.
Armstrong.
Sorry.
my
I was just curious because you grew up in the desert.
Yeah, no, like usually, like it's pretty warm in the scar, but it's sort of like you're always that warm, so it's just you sort of get used to it. So I feel like I retain a lot of temperature. Like once I get cold, I'm cold for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
So-
a heat stone.
Get what you mean.
Yeah. But I mean, and like if I get really cold, it's uncomfortable, but that hasn't really happened a lot, so I don't really know.
Did we get Clack a coat?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
he's got
Clack a
winter
coat.
clothes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's got like a fur lined, like it's kind of like his regular attire, but it's all been fur lined.
Very cool.
A fur-lined loincloth is what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he does have pants now. He does have like sealskin pants.
Does he have a jacket
Okay.
or is he just?
Yeah, he's got his jacket on. The mostly is his
He has the
hands are
robe of many
still-
items.
Yeah, and he's got like essentially like a fur liner that's been made for him, and his face is more or less exposed. There's like a little bit of cover up around his mouth, and over the hood, but it's like his kind of top part of his face and his hands.
Finnan, I know that we were wishing to head north towards that tower, the Whistle. Is that still the plan?
As unless something has changed, that's our best lead for finding the drow.
Perfect. Well, 250 gold a day. So shall we make haste?
And like Wex kind of turns to you before we go, just so you know, the Whistle is at least another 2, maybe 3 days travel. If we travel all day. And I think it would be wise after this next stretch to probably head down towards the coast.
We trust your judgment. You are the guide. You know here better than we do.
Yes. There is a chance, most likely with that route, we may have to go past one of the clan's encampments. But if we stay in the mountains, it's likely we're going to run into more encampments. But I believe if we stick to the coast and head down after a little bit, not right away, we should be far enough north we won't run into the hunger.
Which clan will we run into?
I think it's the Sharp Teeth.
The Sharp Teeth. Well, seems like you're with us for the haul. So,
just a word to the wise. If you get captured by the Sharp Teeth and we can't get you, I would suggest putting up as much of a fight as you can so they knock you out. They like to eat people.
Right.
I hate it here.
Well, let's get going. And Letters is going to pull up his polar bear head
Put on.
hood with the horns coming out. And
Gloves.
Wex, on the way, could you describe to me in detail this whistle, just in case? Because you've been there.
I have not been there.
Oh.
I know its location roughly.
But you've seen it on a map, right?
Nebby
I
unfurls her
know
map.
where we're going.
I know where we're going. I've never been there personally.
Okay.
Also,
Wex,
oh, go ahead, Finnan.
I was just gonna say, as we travel, I'll take the rear and make sure we're not being followed.
Right.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's just flavor. Callie would as she's walking, she would wrap herself the hood, wrap herself up, and as she's walking, she's just gonna trace over her tattoos and she's just gonna repeat the script that Kamea wrote for her. She's just mumbling it and repeating it as they walk.
Nebby would just kind of make her way, meeting with everyone at some point during the walk and kind of say the same thing. Probably starting with who would be up front with Wex.
Yeah, who's leading the charge?
Maybe around the front.
Okay. She would kind of link her arm with Callie's as she would hear the mumbling. We're going to be all right,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just promised Kamea I wouldn't get eaten again.
I won't let that happen.
Okay.
Okay. A thought that I had too. We're all decently flush with cash at the moment. Rather than us all depleting the party funds to pay Wex, if we take, this will be a longer journey. If we take turns paying through, rotating through, treating the party as a seventh person, the burden of cost will seem less intense.
True.
So if you're down with that, that is great.
I will be honest. I don't have a lot left after Bilbert's expenses. But
Well, I have plenty.
I can.
and
I can. I just.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work. That would, and I would kind of rotate through, just checking in with folks to see that, like, about cost and stuff.
Point of order, every hour I would be casting Disguise Self on myself so that all of my clothes were like perfectly white and my skin and hair were perfectly white.
Cool.
So that there is no
Very cool.
color difference between me and the snow. So Neppy might take a second to try to find me as I like blend with everything.
So a couple things. So what is the marching order?
I'm right by Wex.
So Wex is up at the front.
I'll be behind Callie.
Probably
Ellie letters.
Gianna,
Gianna Clark in the middle.
and then Neppy Kokanee, Finnan.
And then I'd be 20 feet behind. Yeah.
So as you're about to head out, Wex kind of turns to you one more time, and I'm just going to tell you the plan for today so you're all aware in case anyone gets separated. We're going to head farther north along this cliffside. We're going to stay up in the hills for now, and we'll have to make the call at the end of the day if we want to camp on the hillside or down at the edge. We should, if we hustle, we should be able to get to a spot where there's a bit of forest cover at the base of the mountains. So it's up to you whether or not you want to camp down there or up on the side of the mountain.
I can help with a camp spot.
Great. Excellent. All right. I think that's all. If you see any mammoths, let me know. Generally, they don't go this far south, but maybe towards the end of the day. Just let me know.
Got it.
Tim, I have actually, Sean, I have a question about the mind talking.
Yes, sir. Bam.
Can I talk to everyone?
Yeah.
Do I talk to everyone or can I talk to separate people? It's everyone?
Dealer's choice. You can telepathically communicate with everybody except Wex.
Okay. It's so I can choose. Okay, that's just
You can DM or group chat. Your call.
very cool. Very cool. Very
Breakout
cool.
rooms.
Imagine being Wex and having nobody talk all day, and once in a while someone just giggles.
And we all start giggling. Like,
Only get it for an hour, and then
Okay.
I got take another 10 minutes to do it. So it's just for the first stretch, or until we stop.
Callie's gonna talk into it to everyone. Hey guys.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey.
What's up?
So
Why are colds bad criminals?
What?
Why are
What?
colds like the sickness? Like when you get sick and you have a cold, why are colds bad criminals?
So you always get caught.
They're easy to catch.
You see Wex is just kind of standing, sort of looking at all of you as you're making faces. Okay, bundle up. Let's go.
Neppy, that gold thing is a great idea, and I'm sure will work super well. I only have 340 gold to my name, so
That's right, because I took the rest of it. You're fine. Yes.
so what we have to do is we just have to make this last no more than one rotation, or I'll be bankrupt. So let's be very. We have a hard deadline for this trip now.
all my gold is with Nissa. I have not much with me, but enough, I think.
Well, put it this way: if anyone wishes to chip in, the rest we will take of the party funds. Put it that way.
Also, didn't you and I specifically state that we hid our money back home and took a very small amount with us?
No, that's what we did the last journey.
When you
Right.
went to the money hole, I think.
Did you?
No,
Well,
it was
the money
after.
hole I
It was
stashed.
no. It was when we got back from the money hole because we had all that money. It was like
I was going into the money hole. I got a shitload of money on me.
Flush, man.
Neppy's got a ton of money.
Every
on
time
her.
Letters walks, you hear this like soft clinking of coins. Actually,
No.
it's Clack. You hear it on
Clack carries all of my stuff.
Yeah, so Clack is gently clinking in the
So we head
Maybe.
out. We're
Yeah.
I can't
chatting
remember. I'm
as we
sure
head
there
out.
was a note about that.
All
I
right,
may
Tim,
have taken a
whenever-
note about that.
Whenever about 45 minutes had passed, Callie's going to say something else.
Okay. So I'll have everyone make a group stealth check for me.
Christ.
Guidance on
Finn,
feels-
yours will be at advantage because you're clad.
Guidance on
Um,
myself.
Actually, I said I was going to be 20 feet back, but it would be smarter if I was close to the party. So I'm going to be quite close to the back of the party, and I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace so that everyone gets +10.
Cool.
Good.
I cast
Helpful.
guidance on myself.
Oof, that is a big number.
And is a not so big number.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
I would say like the image of my Pass Without a Trace is rather than usually I like gather shadows and like light, like darken everything. This leaches the color out of everything, so everything's like a little more gray, a little more white, just like harder to see in the snow.
What was everybody's stealth check?
16.
16?
That's with the +10.
14.
17.
18. Thank you for the +10.
Thank you for that +10, dude.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
For Clack. Okay.
41.
40.
40.
Now you're just showing
Oh
up.
shit!
Wax was 22. And Wex was also 23. He was 23. So yeah, you're pretty well hidden. You head out for this first leg of the journey, pretty confident. As you are kind of like weaving your way up these kind of ledges on the mountains, the goats are pretty, or the rams are pretty deft and kind of moving along these smaller trails and like picking out where they are, even though there's kind of a fresh snowfall. You manage to make your way through. You can see down below where the there is like the forest begins after about an hour and a half. You can see the forest like kind of thickens up. Up until then, there had been some kind of sparse tree cover, and you could see the kind of coastline and the ice. Like there's ice, kind of ridges of ice that kind of travel along the coastline. Just like buildup of ice over the years has created these kind of shelves. And as you move farther up, you can see there is like the, because of where you are, you can see that like the waterway starts to widen out and the ice shelves are getting smaller. And you can see some kind of wildlife moving down below. You see a few bears as you kind of move through. You are getting out of the blizzard. The edges of the blizzard, like the snow kind of starts to dissipate, and a kind of a soft wind is kind of like rolling across the mountainside. And it is fucking cold. Like it's -25. Like it's cold, and the wind is starting to kick up, and it's getting even colder. But you manage to press ahead, and this first part it's pretty quiet. It's pretty beautiful. Like the landscape, while frozen, is still pretty gorgeous. Like behind you, the mountains kind of rise up, and you can see it's a whole like larger mountains kind of rise up behind, capped with snow, and you see the occasional like birds kind of flying down into the valley and things like that. You get to about mid-afternoon, and you kind of take a short break to like have some rations, and kind of regroup as you see Wex kind of like goes up and stands on a kind of dismounts and stands up on a rock formation and sends Wraith up into the air. And you see Wraith kind of fly up and do kind of a wide circle and then kind of come back. And he kind of sits there for a second and looks down. All right. We've made pretty good time. We have a choice. We can make for the forest to get there by nightfall, or we can press ahead along the ridge and make camp in the mountain. What would you like?
Gianna, can the goats camp with us at your camp?
I think so.
We could logically bring the goats inside.
I don't think there's a limit on who can be in there.
In that case, I think it's
It
just
can
whatever is fastest and safest.
Well, we're
Yeah,
gonna
they
have
can come in.
we're going to have to move down to the coast at some point. It's whether or not you want to do it before nightfall or if you want to wait. We'll get there by nightfall, or if you want to wait until the morning.
What's safest?
We will have a place that's magically available for us to stay for the night.
Right.
So what's our best bet as far as traveling? Like going down to the coast, will that save us time?
I mean, it's at this point it doesn't really. We're going to be moving diagonally either way. The longer we stay, the farther north we go in the mountains, the more likely we are to run into another clan.
Right.
Getting
Well, then coast
close,
it is. Coast it is. Coast it is.
Well, this is the thing. We're coming up on the kind of rough borders between two clans. If we go down now, there's a chance we could run into the Hunger. If we continue, there's a chance we could run into the Ravaged.
Which would you prefer to deal with, Ravaged or Hunger?
Well,
Or sharp teeth.
the Sharp Teeth
aren't for a while.
They travel all over. They are
nomadic.
Oh well, no, they have camps, but they tend to travel farther afield. From what I understand, they're higher up in the hierarchy. So they have the ability to travel through all the territories. They tend to track folks.
That won't be a problem here. And I point back to our path that is trackless because it passed without a trace. Mm-hmm. The snow just gets moved back into place.
Yes. They are very good at picking people out of the mountains. So they're an ever-present threat. The Ravaged tend to be more nomadic as they travel with the mammoth herds. That's why I asked you if you started to see any mammoth herds. Let me know.
Right.
Given the choice between the Ravaged and the Hunger, I vote for the Hunger. Follow-up question: Wex, do you speak Giant?
I don't.
Okay, well I do. I'll do the talking then.
Well, what are the Ravaged like?
They are nomadic. They travel with the mammoths. I've only come across them twice. I mostly have to deal with the Hunger and the occasional Sharptooth that travels too far into our territory. But the Ravaged are fearsome hunters. They are very, very skilled at hunting and combat.
Petra mentioned that the Hunger were more opportunistic, less coordinated.
Yes. So it really depends on how their season has been. If it's been a leaner season, the more likely they are to be more reckless and attack us out in the open. But a strong show of force, they may back off. It's hard to tell with them.
I vote Hunger.
I would vote Hunger also.
Sure.
The enemy we know.
Mm. Yeah, you came across some, didn't you?
Yes, on the ice.
Yeah, they train those things. That's their specialty. All right.
Love that.
Let's make our way down. All right, so I'll have everyone make another stealth check.
Yeah, pass without a trace again.
This will be descent. Moving through.
Disadvantage.
28.
18.
21.
32.
Ooh.
Oh,
There too.
36.
36. Plaque and Wex got 13 and 12 respectively.
Is this one of the things we count crit fails on, or no?
Oh, you can
You-
fail.
Skills?
I mean, let me know if you rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Ay.
So it's 16.
All right, so you begin kind of making your way down. I'll have Finnan, you can make a perception check because you're keeping an eye out on the back.
Yep.
And Wex will make one front.
26.
26. So you get about midway down, and the side of this part is like the blizzard has come through already, so there's quite a bit of fresh snow, and you can tell underneath there is the dirt is a bit looser, as well as there is ice underneath. Finnan, you see like a large figure farther up the mountain, like almost imperceptible, similar to the last time you spotted one of these things. Similar shape, but this one is much broader, not as lean. And you can see two things happen. You see it like just kind of moving parallel to you as you're kind of coming down, and it's coming down the mountain, but like at a less of an angle. So it's keeping its distance. It's still probably about 100 feet away. And you see it kind of stumble, and then you hear this massive screech echo across the mountainside as you feel the earth kind of shake beneath you. The snow starts to kind of come loose as you see this like wave of snow just kind of crack off from the shelf and start to come down the mountain. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Fuck.
Boo.
holy shit.
Um,
Thank you to everyone who is here hanging out with us as we start to encounter giants and also an avalanche. We will be right back after a wonderful break. Can't wait to see you when we get back. See you guys soon.
See you.
Bye.
Hey folks, Emma here. So, do you experience lore panic? You know, that deep, dark, sinking feeling that your DM or campaign notes are missing and disorganized? That you've forgotten an important plot point and it's going to send your life into a swirling void of angst and regret? Well, if you're like me, then you'll be happy to know that Blackwater is here to help. Yes, you, little lore keeper. We're really proud to announce our partnership with Silverwing Armory. Silverwing Armory is a Canadian company that specializes in gaming goodies, RPG resources, and nerdy necessities to help plan your campaign. My personal favorite are their campaign notebooks. Each of these beautifully designed books is handmade and crafted, showcasing original designs by the creator herself. There's enough that they'll match perfectly with wherever and whenever your game is set. They're also fully customizable, with different types of paper, dotted, lined, or graph, whatever works best for you. Finally, they're system agnostic, so no matter what game you run, from D&D to Call of Cthulhu, your lore is kept safe and organized however you like it. Head on over to their Instagram and website at Silverwing Armory and use our promo code Blackwater for 10% off at checkout. It supports this amazing Canadian business and helps support our stream and the story we keep telling week after week. So you get less of this and more of this. Silverwing Armory, for the lore keeper in all of us. Enjoy the rest of the show.
hey guys, it's me, Adam, and I'm here to talk to you about the sponsor for tonight's episode, Legendcraft. Legendcraft is a Canadian woodworking company that makes D&D and tabletop gaming tables and accessories. They are a couple of passionate crafters that create items that will instantly become a highlight of any tabletop or RPG player's game night. An absolute favourite of mine is the Mountain King board gaming table. This table is bonkers cool, looking like it is straight out of a Dwarven King's Hall. It's really unlike anything I've ever seen. We feel really good about endorsing this Canadian business that brings so much passion into something we care so deeply about. So head over to their Instagram at legendcraft.ca to have a look at what they're making and let them know that Blackwater sent you. And if any of you fall in love with any of their amazing products, you can go to their website and use the promo code Blackwater for 5% off. It supports a Canadian business and also helps support our stream in this crazy D&D game we love. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey.
Boy.
Oh boy. So just before we get hit with what I'm pretty sure is an avalanche, I just want to take a second to say a big thank you to all of our mods who are in the chat. Cody there, as always. Cody, we love you.
We love you, Cody.
We love you.
Cody.
Please say
Cody.
hi to our mods and tell them you love them. Cody, Giannis if he's in the chat, Kayoka if she's in the chat, Grassguard if he's in the chat, and then our two new mods, Shadow Tiger, who has been with us for a really long time. Thank you for becoming a mod for our community. And I don't know how to pronounce your handle forward, so I'm going to say it backwards because I figured it out. It's the wrong way, our other new mod. So thank you so much to those two wonderful folks who have stepped in, taken up the sword, and are here to support as part of the Blackwater D&D family. So thanks, folks. We really appreciate you.
I didn't get that, and I
No.
just thought their name was just a crazy string of letters.
Young,
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
bro.
like
Once you see it.
Yognog?
Yeah, maybe. I think I remember them saying that it was their character's name, but then I was like, "What is this?" And then they're like, "Yeah, nobody knows what it is until they read it backwards." And then I read it backwards. I was like,
It's Yongguan.
But yes, we are at the halfway point of our game, which is the
Yagwa.
checkpoint where we just remind Cody that we love him very much.
"Cody."
Yongguar.
We love you, Cody.
Yongor.
Ogwar.
So yes, a big thank you to our mods and a big thank you to all of you who are here hanging out with us on your Saturday night. It means a lot to us that you're here and that you've come watch us potentially be wiped away by snow. So thanks for being here, folks.
Neppy's got resistance, so she'll only get half wiped away by snow.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. No, it just takes away my armor and then I don't have resistance to snow anymore. So it's fine.
Whoops.
Guys, I'm never buying Tim new books ever again. I'm so
Please don't.
sorry.
It's fine.
Oh, it's Yagro.
Yagro, back me up.
I did it. It's
the-
Yagro.
He gets
Yagro.
the physical copy of the Tome of Beasts early
I'm
next
pretty
week.
aggro right now.
Pretty aggro right now.
Yagro gets it.
People in our chat water character development on Wednesday were spurring him on. I was
Oh.
like, that's rude. Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop that.
So I will have everyone roll initiative for this. I'll
But-
roll for Clack and Wex.
Thank you.
The best roll at the least helpful moment.
No, you kind of always want to go before the avalanche.
I'll probably go just before the avalanche.
Guys, if anyone's counting.
That's like have you been changing different types? Because you gotta like
I have been, yeah.
purge those or something. Jeez.
I don't have.
So 25 to 20.
21 with a
20.
natural 20.
Also 21.
The letters will go before me for sure.
Letters, 21.
Big brain.
Neppy, 21.
Moderate brain.
Kokanee, you said 20.
20. Not that big a brain, but
Okay.
Fast boy.
Fast boy.
but pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
Fast.
Pretty quick. Pretty quick.
20 to 15.
15.
15
Heaps.
for the lad.
16. 16.
Oh, 16 for Spooky. Or Gianna. And then Finnan. Clack got a 15 as well. And Callie, what was yours? Okay, so the avalanche will act on initiative count 20. So those of you that have 20 will go before the avalanche. And then, yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, you see this like massive shelf kind of break off about probably about 60 feet away from you, as it starts to, and it's picking up speed. You're still probably about at least 400, actually no, probably closer to about 600 feet away from the base.
Do we have any reason to believe that this giant caused this avalanche?
You didn't see it. Finnan was the only one that saw it. So the only thing that you have a reference for is you heard this like intense, high-pitched scream. It was almost as if it was almost like glass shattering, but like multiplied.
Okay, we can assume that's bad news. Yeah, we can put 2 and 2 together. That makes sense. Bad thing happens, and then another bad thing happens. So I'm assuming Letters goes first. I'm just going to shout Display of Force, and I'm going to cast Fly on me and Clack, and get the fuck out of what's going here. I'm going to fly 60 feet straight, well, 30 feet up. And
you would know with your big brain, 30 feet, by the time it gets to you, you may still get hit by it.
60 feet. We'll go like 50 up, 10 foot forward.
Okay.
Little Pythagoras. And that's my action and my movement.
All right. Neppy.
How close is Gianna to me?
You were all in a clump, so she's probably about 10. Yeah, you were behind her, so she's probably only about 10 feet away from you. 5 feet. Oh, I'll say 5 feet.
And we're walking on snow, right? Like it's not gravel ground, it's snow.
It's snow. You can tell the like underneath is looser. You're on the go, like you're still in the ram.
I'm on a ram. That's right.
Yeah, so Letters, you've ditched your ram.
For sure. I have not named it. I have not bonded with it.
So
Nebby's for sure named hers and bonded with it already.
they have a movement speed of 40 feet, just for reference.
Okay.
Roll for the Rams. Right.
I feel like I don't know what I need to do right now. I am going to cast I don't really know quite what we're doing yet. I am going to cast Resistance on myself. And turn my ram. So like avalanche 500 feet away.
No. Avalanche is only about 60 feet away.
Oh, I thought it definitely.
Yeah, the ship where the shelf broke off is only about 60 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna take my ram and start just going
down.
I'm just gonna start going down. Yep.
Okay. So you kind of takes off and you head 40 feet down. All right. It is Kokane's turn.
I am going to also steer my ram to be going down and try to drive it to where it's beside Neppy.
Okay. So you kind of. It is now Wex's turn. He's going to do the same thing. You see him kind of buck the ram a bit and heads right down. And it is now the avalanche. You see the avalanche kind of like as it starts to pick up speed, the like shelf kind of rolls over on itself and goes down 60 feet. It is essentially bearing down on top of you. It has not hit you yet, but there is like a wall of snow and debris basically at your doorstep. All right, it is Let's see, actually. Okay. It's Spooky's turn.
I'm gonna pull letters and I'm gonna polymorph myself into a snowy owl and fly 60 feet out of there.
Okay. Take off. All right. It is Finnan's turn.
I am going to get my ram to dash away from this, and I'm going to, as I'm running past Letters' ram, I'm going to try to whistle for it to come with me.
Make an animal handling check.
Okay. Not awful.
And was I on my own ram or do I share with someone?
So
We all had our own. Did we?
Sharing one with Clark? Or no, I think you all had your own.
We all had our own.
Yeah,
We're paying, certainly paying for it.
We all had our own except for Clack. Clack was the only
he
one
was
that
riding.
was-
Can I-
yeah, he was with Letters.
Yeah,
always.
Can I have like hit mine on the butt before I flew away? Like get it to go, or is that an action?
And that would have you already flew
It's
out.
tr-
You
yeah,
just
it's fair.
cast and flew
It's
out.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh,
I
there's
know.
2 rams loose. I would just be whistling for rams to follow me. So hopefully plural. but
All rams on me. Let's
it
go.
It was a natural 17, so 16.
16. Okay, you see the rams kind of like they are freaked out because of the avalanche. So they're like instinctually starting to run. And they kind of like their heads sort of swivel, but you can see they kind of take off in separate directions, but down the hill.
Okay.
Clack is on one of those rams.
No?
Has spooked
No,
him
he's
out.
flying.
He's with
No,
letters.
he has
it
his
hasn't
own-
been his
Oh,
turn
he hasn't
yet.
flown yet.
He hasn't flown yet, so he's like, "What?"
Oh, no.
So he's 40. Like the rams haven't actually I didn't roll for them. Yeah, actually they act before. So they have taken off. And so he's kind of off to the side a bit, about 40 feet, and then he flies up in the air. So he's about 40 feet away from you, Letters, but he's
I can live with that.
All right. It is now Callie's turn.
Are you
Muted?
muted, honey?
Muted. Darling.
So the snow's like right in front of me?
Yep.
So,
You're on your ram.
I know I'm on my ram. Kelly wouldn't leave a ram. I already thought about how sad I'd be if these rams died. Is there any way that I could try and make an animal handling check to try and get them to follow me? Like, or have they split?
They have split. So they're pretty far away, but you can try.
I'm gonna run the direction of. I'm gonna dash with my ram and run the direction that Clax went, so like under Clack.
With a dash, you'd get past it, so you could get to it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Out of the avalanche, but near Clack, but below him, if I can.
Okay, so you're essentially 40 feet down.
Okay.
It's just kind of on a diagonal. All right, so it is back to the top of the order. It is Letters' turn.
Letters has shit perception. He can't see anything. He knows trouble's afoot. So he's just gonna fly 60 feet in the direction of his friends in Avalanche, and he's gonna use his action to cast Fire Shield on himself.
Okay.
So he's now covered in light flames. Wispy flames wreathe my
Hot
body.
boy.
Wispy wisps.
And he's leaving a little bit of a fire trail as he goes. Vroom.
Hot
makes-
boy.
He's a very little hot boy.
Ghost Rider.
So good.
Yeah, keeping pace with the Avalanche, actually. He goes at 60.
Okay. All right. It is Neppy's turn.
I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna. That's only towards a creature. Shoot. I don't think that there's anything else I can do. Yeah, I'm just going to like spur my sweet little ram boy on and just keep going.
Okay. So you move another 40 feet.
Oh yeah, as far as I can.
You can dash.
I wouldn't leave Kokanee that far unless I. No, I'll go. Yeah, I'll take the full. Take the full 80.
Okay. So you dash.
If I
80
get
feet.
buried, that's going to be bad for me.
All
So
right.
yes.
So you are now 120 feet. No, 140 feet away from the avalanche. Correct? Because you moved. Or no, I'm sorry, that's too far. 120 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was right behind us, right? Like, and I moved 40 feet my first time, and then 80 feet this time. Yeah.
Yep. All right. It is now Kokanee's turn.
I will do the same thing.
Okay. Take off.
So fast.
All right. Yeah, he kind of keeps pace with you. It is the avalanche's turn. You see, as it is moving farther down, as more debris collects, it is moving faster as it pushes down the hill. It is now traveling at 90 feet. So I need that would be, I think, just Finnan and Callie. I need to make. I need you both to make strength saving throws.
Even though I traveled 90 feet.
Strength.
Yeah, it's at you.
It's like at me.
Yeah.
Strength saving throw.
Natural 20.
I'm gonna scream. I'm not
You have to
gonna
get rid of those dice.
Is it another natural 1?
No.
Is it a 2?
No. It's a 3. It's 11.
Okay. That is a failure.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Anyone wants to send Lennon new dice? Let us know.
We can blame Mish. I will say we can blame Mish.
Callie, you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage. And you feel the ram kind of buckle and you flip off.
Cool.
Finnan, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as this like a big pack of snow kind of shoots out and blasts you in the shoulder, but your ram manages to kind of stay on its feet.
I make a mental note of where Callie lands from my superior vantage point.
Yeah, you would have seen she went right below.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Clack would have flown because he actually goes before Callie, but he seen Callie there. Probably wouldn't have. He would have stayed. So he is still there. And it is now. Oh yeah, no, he hasn't moved yet. All right, it's the other thing's turn, and it rolled.
I simultaneously watch everyone just go.
Wait, did I go?
It's the other thing.
It's the other thing's turn. So
don't worry about it. It's the other thing's turn.
Letters. Does a 21 hit?
Let me think about that. 4, 16. Not when I cast shield, which I do.
Okay, so almost at the last minute, as you're kind of scanning for Clack and kind of looking over there, you see something kind of growing in your vision as a boulder sails through the sky as you instinctively throw out the shield as it and kind of.
And I see where it came from.
You would on your turn you can make a perception check.
Nah, fuck you, Tim. Fuck you, Tim. I know trajectory. I know fucking.
On your turn, you can take a look because you're looking for Clack.
Tim, when I do perception check, that's a wasted turn. That's me just like going prone.
Yeah, and it sails off back into the avalanche. All right, it is. Now it's Spooky's turn.
Can I see where that came from? Because I should be pretty close to letters.
You can make a perception check. Yep.
Thank
yeah.
you. I
Give me those
get to make
owl
it an
eyes.
advantage because I'm an owl.
Oh, we love that.
First time ever. Okay.
And you'll hoot in its direction.
God, those are just not great rolls. That is shoot, who ran away? Sorry, slow brain. 15.
15. You kind of see the general direction is somewhere near where the shelf broke off, but you're having a hard time kind of picking out exactly like the terrain is kind of rocky and then you're having a hard time picking out exactly where it came from.
Can I try and stealthily fly like closer to where that came from? Like I don't want to fly straight for it, but I want to go like around.
You could take a wide berth. You're not gonna really be able to fly too stealthily, like as it is like it's afternoon, like there's still sun out. There's nowhere to really hide, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Just an inconspicuous owl.
Yeah, I'm
a
an
lot of
owl.
things fly
It's
up. I'm sure there's a lot of things
fine.
flying
It's
up when there's an
fine.
avalanche.
The big old owl.
It's fine. Yeah, no, that's what she's gonna do.
Also, has Wex been doing anything through all this? Did he roll initiative?
Oh yeah, he's
Oh, okay,
riding right
good.
along you and Kokanee.
Oh, good.
Also,
Okay.
Hey, he's keeping pace.
I'm gonna fly like lower. Like I don't want to be like within the avalanche, but am I like above the avalanche now?
You're up about 60 feet, so you're still about, the avalanche is probably about 20 feet below you.
Okay, then I want to like fly a bit lower as I'm doing it, so like staying pretty close to the ground as I'm flying closer.
All right, it is now Finnan's turn.
When does Callie go in the order of things? Like,
At
it's right after me, right?
No, it's Clack then, Callie.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna like kick my ram into doing a dash past Callie, and as I ride past Callie, I'm gonna jump off of the ram, grab Callie, and thunderstep 90 feet forward and yell wings.
Is thunderstep an action?
Well, I'm jumping off it's an action, but I'm jumping off the ram. I'm just kicking the ram to run as far as possible.
Right.
I'm just gonna have the ram run forward, and then I'm still gonna save the action. Yeah.
You won't be able to close the distance between you and Callie because she split off to go towards Clack, right? Because the ram's.
I won't.
No, because it like with 40 feet, you're still like, because you've been traveling down. You went farther than she did down the mountain because you dashed that first time, so you were 80 feet down. So you're trying to like cut across, but she got hit with the avalanche slightly higher up. So you're within probably about, with your dash, you could probably.
Yeah, no, I know
it's difficult terrain once you get into the avalanche.
Right.
You can get pretty close though.
I'm just gonna. How close is she to me? She's 60 feet from me.
Yeah, she's about, it would be about 60 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna do my Twilight Shroud, and I'm gonna fly 60 feet towards her and have the ram just keep running away from me.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of get over to where she is. And like the snow is kind of piling up around her. All right, it is Clack's turn. Seeing you get over there, he is going to. Let's see. He is going to. Oh, is he gonna do it?
Yes,
no.
Tim. Yes, he should.
He should.
Whatever
He would
you're
have to make
thinking, yes.
He'd have to make a perception check first. So he'll make a perception check. Nope, that's not going to be high enough. So yeah, he kind of like, you see him kind of scanning where Spooky has flown, and farther up the mountain. And he is going to, he's only gonna fly 30 feet forward, so he still has kind of eyes on Callie and Finnan. No, he's gonna stay there. Never mind. He's gonna stay where he is, right there. Okay. It is Callie.
He's above the. He's not at risk.
Yeah, he's above.
Okay,
He's above.
okay.
Yeah, I know. He's looking down at you and Callie.
Okay. It's my turn.
Yep.
And I'm like difficult terrain,
Yes.
and Finnan's right there.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm just looking for my wings. It's there it is. Once I do an action to sprout my wings, I can fly, right? Like,
Yeah, you can still move.
okay. Would I be able to sprout my wings, grab Finnan, and fly up?
No, it would be an action to grab him.
Just fly. Just fly.
You do see he flew over to you. You can see.
Yeah, I am flying currently.
Oh, he's flying.
Yeah.
And this can fly up, right?
You've seen me in this form, like the shadow form.
And I've seen you fly up, right?
Yeah, I can multilateral flying motion.
Okay.
Single plane.
He can do more than hover.
Okay, that's what I'm checking.
2D fly.
No, Tim, that's levitate. Levitate is one direction.
One
you can
plane,
go. You
yeah.
can go up and down.
I'm gonna spread my wings. Then I'm gonna go up 30 feet. That's as high as I can go.
Okay. So you just get kind of like, you're not fully cleared of the avalanche. Like there is still snow kind of piling up. But you're getting closer. All right, back to the top letters.
I'm going to take the dodge action, which is very. I'm just gonna shout. I'm just gonna give like a big "Rah!" in the direction where that rock came from, and just stand at the ready.
Make an intimidation check.
Get it.
You may use. This will be charisma.
Okay.
This will be
Boo.
Because it's a big old yell.
That makes sense. I'm into that. Oh, that's not bad though. What do I got in my skills? How good am I at intimidation? Not great, but it's a 20.
Okay. All right. It is now Neppy's turn.
Gonna dash.
Okay, so you take another 80 feet.
I
You
do.
are currently, the avalanche was 40 feet behind you. So now dashing, you are now 120 feet away from it. All right, Kokanee.
I will do the same.
Okay, and you see Wex right along next to you.
Does it look like looking back and looking forward, does it look like it flattens out eventually in front of us?
Not for a little while. You still have a little ways to go down the mountain before that happens.
Like how many feet?
Probably another 200 feet, because you traveled about 200 feet, 200, and then the last kind of 200, it does kind of flatten out a little bit as it gets into the forest. All right, it is the avalanche's turn. As it continues to roll forward, Callie, I will have you make a strength check. This will be at advantage because of where you are. You're near the top of the avalanche, so the snow is less dense. Finnan, you'll need to make a strength check.
Yep. Strength check or saving throw?
Saving throws, right? And Neppy, Kokanee, and Wex will also need to make strength saving throws.
How far did it move this time?
It has gained speed. It's now moving at 120 feet. Seems like it's gaining about 30 feet around.
An 18 for my save.
Okay, that's enough. So yeah, you get hit, but you manage to like keep yourself move. Like this is all essentially happening at the same time. So you're still able to.
I like to think in this form I'm like semi-incorporeal. Like it's
Yeah,
like
like
a little bit of shadow, so it's just
yeah.
like passing through me.
Rolled a 5 and a 7. So that is going to be 15.
Okay, that's what you needed. Wex has failed his. Neppy, what was yours?
Oh, 15.
Okay.
It was a 10.
Tokeny, what was yours?
A hot 9.
Okay, so the three of you kind of caught unawares almost as the speed at which this avalanche is moving is greater than you suspected, and you all three of you see just get lifted up and thrown. You all take 24 points of bludgeoning damage as you are knocked to the ground along with your rams. So you are currently prone.
Hope we've all been updating our D&D Beyonds.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. It's the other creature's turn.
Fuck's sakes.
It is going to it's gonna try to throw it again at letters. That's a disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Ooh, that's only I think that's only a 12.
I just zip out of the way, and I saw where it came from. My eyes were open.
This time, as you are looking, you can see kind of just above the shelf, near a cluster of rocks, you see a giant figure. You can see its pelts that it's wearing seem to they're mostly gray and things like that. They seem to blend in to the stone formations around it, and it looks fairly large, fairly muscular, and it is just hurling rocks down the mountain at you.
Wait, it's standing on the edge?
It's standing where the shelf broke off. So it's on
the edge
beyond it.
On the edge of where the shelf broke off?
Near the edge. Not right up against the edge, but he's near the edge, within
Of what now is almost sort of like a giant one-sided pit almost.
One can describe it that way. We'll see.
Giant Arctic one-sided pit.
It's ice and shale. All right, it is now Spooky's turn. You can see it now as well.
I can see it now as well. How close am I to it if I flew my 60 feet?
You have closed the distance somewhat. You are 60 feet away from it.
How charismatic is this giant, Tim?
I guess we'll find out.
Might be a bit of a ladies' man. You just don't know.
If it's
Charisma saving throw, please.
If it's
Oh wait, no. Oh, I can't do that yet because I'm still an owl. Is there a place for me? Is there a place for me to land?
You make an intelligence check.
Oh fuck! I'm an owl. No, that's not smart.
No, you retain your
mental
because it's
capacity.
polymorph.
No, because it's polymorph.
Yeah,
It's only wild
you
shape.
are as smart as any old owl. They are wise. I don't know about smart.
They did
Oh, that's a
not go to
7.
university.
It looks like a
those
1.
owls.
That's a 3. Owls are dumb.
You're like, yeah, I can for sure land on that snow down there.
Oh, I hate that.
Fuck.
Shit. This is difficult because me, Jen, does not want to land on that snow. Me, Gianna, doesn't want to land on that snow. Me, Owl, thinks she can land on that snow.
Me, Owl, land on the snow.
Me, Owl, on snow.
Me, Owl.
Shit.
Insert confused hooting. Just like
confused shooting for sure. Actually, no, because that would give away where I am. I'm gonna fly away. I'm gonna give up on this, I think. Can I like dash as an owl and use Okay, cool. Then I will do that, and I will fly back towards my friends who have just been buried by snow. I assume I also saw that, but
no, because you were flying up the mountain, so you haven't seen
Yeah, that's
anything that's
true.
happened behind you.
And also, you're an owl.
Also, you're an owl who wants to land on
Also,
the
I'm an
snow.
owl.
It
who
wants to land on the snow.
Me land
Owl,
on snow.
Me land on snow.
Fuck, guys, I'm sorry. All of me wants to fly away, but me land on snow.
Okay. I need you to make a
Shouldn't have
dexterity saving
polymorphed.
throw.
Oh
My
Is it-
God.
Did you just land on the avalanche?
Who knows? Oh god.
Smart animals from now on.
Me never polymorph again.
Jen, be a crow, dude.
That was an 11.
Okay. That is not enough. So as you land,
Yep.
You immediately are like pulled back
Mhm.
as you lose your footing, as it's like the snow is still moving and it is not solid. So you're knocked prone.
Do I take any damage?
You do not take any damage because you've just fallen into the snow. It's not hard.
I'm rolling my eyes because I don't want to be a dumb owl anymore. Damn it.
Don't let me be a dumb owl
So
anymore.
you are on the ground, prone owl.
I mean, to be fair, you
But
did
I'm on
land
the ground.
on the
I'm
snow.
not moving. I'm not moving.
Like it's shifting, but yeah, it's like you sort of shifted and have landed. Like you're
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not the brunt of the avalanche that you've landed on.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
You're kind of you're surfing the
Super
top, so-
stealthy. I'm just a dumb owl. Don't even bother with me.
Me, owl, land on snow.
Yeah, land on snow.
Land on snow.
All right. It is Finnan's turn.
Okay. Callie, how are you doing? You're fine? You're flying?
I'm flying.
Who is knocked down?
Neppy, Kokanee, and Wax.
Kokanee, and Wax.
An owl.
Get
How-
Wax.
And me owl.
You
You're
can't
not,
see
you're
owl.
not looking at me though.
You can't see
You
owl.
for
How
sure
would
can't
have
see
far is
We
Wax
can't see
from
the
me?
owl.
100.
I'm a snowy owl that just
they're-
dove into the snow.
They're 120
damn
feet
it.
away from you. From where you were. Yeah.
20 feet. Okay. And he's. Oh, fuck. I don't know what I can do. Yeah, I'm just gonna dash to him.
Yeah. So
Moving
I mean,
120
he's with
feet.
Kokanee and
Yeah,
and Neppy,
I'm just
they're
gonna,
all
yeah,
kind
I'm
of
gonna
clocked
dash to
up.
all three of them and just reach my hand out for someone.
All right. You're kind of as your hands out, as you're just kind of cresting the top of the avalanche.
Yeah.
All right. It is Clack's turn. He is going to fly down towards you, Gianna.
Good boy.
He's a hero.
And he has enough movement that like because he has enough movement, he gets to you and kind of like reaches out his hand to like take your claw, so he's holding on to you.
Me dumb owl.
Sweet pet boy. Me dumb owl. Like,
All right, it is Callie's turn.
Okay, so Clack has owl. And
Yeah.
I saw them get. I'm gonna question with. I can fly 30 feet. Can I still dash like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can fly
Okay,
60
can I-
feet.
Can I get over to Neppy Kokanee and
You
Okay.
you could get about half the distance. They're about 120 feet away from you.
okay, so and then can I see where Clack is? Because he was right by me, right?
He was above you. You saw him fly forward. You wouldn't be able to see just with the like wall of like where the snow.
I
is
wouldn't be
kind
able to
of
see what he's
moving.
doing.
No, you saw him
Yeah,
fly
I'm
down.
gonna dash 60 feet to try and get over to where Kokanee and such
Okay, so you
are.
move farther down, kind of pushing just over the snow. All right, it is Letter's turn.
Tim, I'm going to need you to describe in detail how far away I am from this guy and how far away he is from the edge of this shelf and what the shelf looks like.
Right.
How sturdy does this shelf look like?
You are, because you were near Gianna and Clack, but you hadn't.
I went up
You didn't fly
and like
forward,
10
though.
feet, and then he tried to hit me with a rock, and I've stayed there. So I
Okay.
haven't gone that far away from the shelf.
Right. So you're about. You would only be about, because where you left initially, you're only about 60 feet away.
That's great news. Tell me about how close he is to the shelf and the state of the shelf.
10 feet away from the shelf. And you can see there's a probably about 5 feet of snow. And then you can see underneath the snow, there is ice and shale. There's like a part of the rock has broken off, like a big chunk of shale rock has broken off. That's kind of what started this. And then everything kind of cracked off with that. But yeah.
All right, so this rock looks like it's breakable, is what you're saying. That's what I'm hearing. That if manipulated correctly,
you could create an avalanche too.
This avalanche may have more to give. That's right.
Avalanche the second.
So I'm gonna cast Erupting Earth directly underneath this guy as he stands 10 feet away from the edge. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw, and we'll see what happens from there.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. This whole time I've fully been expecting a giant to come surfing down the snow and just grab two of us with both hands. This is what I'm expecting.
That is only a 10.
He's going to take full damage. Where's my fourth D4? Sorry, D12. Okay, that's
a big difference.
Not ideal. D12s, they hit big, they hit small. That's just going to be 21 points of damage. And Erupting Earth.
He falls
and he does not. The ground itself, I'll describe it to you, and you let me know how it does the shale. I've upcast it by a level. A fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube on that point. Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw. They take 3d12, 4d12 bludgeoning damage. Additionally, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain, and it takes so long to clear it after the fact. Does he come tumbling after?
Absolutely. You see it, that chunk, like a large chunk of that shelf breaks off. You can see it like as it gets smashed up, you can see it just all becomes sort of loose, and another kind of like cube and a little bit more, like it's not just the cube, the other snow kind of pulls off with it, and some of the other shale kind of breaks off as this kind of jagged island of rock and snow starts sliding down. As he begins to slide as well, as he's kind of like, ugh.
And I would love to keep pace with him, so I'm directly above him. Just flying above like an angry snow owl. Not a dumb one, one of the smart ones.
An angry snow covered in fire.
I am a pissed off phoenix. No, I'm a
flaming
polar bear.
You're a flaming flying
angry polar bear. And you messed with my cubs. Mama bear is coming for me.
All right, it is Nepe's turn.
So I'm on the ground.
You are on the ground.
How far am I away from? Have I seen Finnan fly up?
Yeah,
he was flew to Wex.
Yeah, you would see a kind of his hand sort of poking through some of the moving snow.
Can I see Kokanee?
Yeah, he's probably about 5 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna go to
you are
where.
prone. You're like literally scrambling up as the snow is like pushing you forward. You're kind of scrambling to get up.
I am going to do my best to stand up, get my bearings, and I'm going to grab onto Kokanee.
Okay.
And hold him there for the avalanche to take.
Absolutely. And I am going to just in case, I'm going to cast guidance on him.
Okay. All right, so you kind of scramble over as the like shifting ground beneath you. It's Kokanee's turn.
Well, I got 2 words. Dimension door.
Nice.
500 feet down the hill. Actually, I don't know what 500 feet is. Like a safe distance down the hill.
Yeah, you would see it. It flattens out after about 200 feet, and then you kind of get sparse trees, and then there's kind of a harder tree line about another 200 feet after.
Yeah, let's
So
go to
about
the hard
400.
tree line. Let's go 400 feet.
Okay, so you go 400 feet. So you are at the tree line. It is Wex's turn. He's going to try to grab your hand, Finnan. So I'll have you make a strength check. And he will.
What's a 19 plus 3? So 22.
Oh, his was not so good. That is only a 10 for him. So he manages to get his hand on yours and kind of stand up, but it's like a tenuous, you can feel in your hand, it's somewhat of a tenuous grasp.
Yeah.
And it is now the Avalanche's turn. So because you were holding on to him, he's going to be able to make a strength check at advantage.
Okay.
You are as well because you have kind of an anchor now.
Okay.
Do I still have to make one?
You have moved up, so I think you got out of the.
I moved towards Neppy and Kofi where they were. If that was up, was that up? Because I moved as I was gonna.
No, because the big wall of snow has moved past you.
Yeah.
You're now flying above the snow.
Okay.
And you moved straight, and we're on a hill, so it's
okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. I got an 18.
Yeah,
the advantage was really lucky because I got a 2 on the other roll.
Yeah, his other one was not so good too.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got 17. So you both managed to. You do take damage, but you managed to hold onto your grasp essentially.
Cool.
And you both take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, because 16 cut in half. But you managed to hang on, but like you can feel the weight of the snow sort of pressing down on you, or you are somewhat under the snow now. As it continues to move forward. It is now the Giant's turn. It is going to try and he's going to try to. Oh, what is he gonna do?
How's he dealing with the lack of solid footing, Tim?
That's exactly what he's trying to figure out. He's trying to figure out what to do.
It's not so fun when you get avalanched, is it?
No, absolutely not. In fact, I'm gonna have him make a dexterity saving throw to see if he can stay on his feet. Nope, falls on his bum. He's kind of like
clumsy bench.
As he slams onto the ground hard, he's knocked prone. You can see now, you get a better look. He is like covered in like bone ornaments and furs and a number of scars.
He's gonna get some new ones.
His beard is like kind of this thick white beard and braided with different kind of bone ornaments. And he's got a pretty hefty axe kind of slung over his shoulder. As he is going to try and he's going to try to get off of this thing. So he's going to use half of his movement to stand up kind of shakily, and he's going to try to jump off onto the ground, onto the mountainside. So he's going to make another dexterity saving throw. And because he's moving, this will also be a disadvantage.
John's so pleased.
I fucking hate this guy.
He's trying to leap off. So he manages to get off, but he bails hard and is still sliding on his butt.
Oh, that's the best news.
So he takes another.
Never cross letters or Sean. It's just like
I don't think you cross. I mean, letters are Sean, but just any of us. Anyone fucks with anyone else in Blackwater, and we're like
100%. But we, like, everyone else in the party deals it with like efficiency and like a little bit of anger, whereas Sean takes such a perverse joy in just destroying his enemies.
I would call him malicious and also unusually focused.
So you
good
see as he kind
acumen for business. That's
of
what
like
it
goes
is.
to leap off, he like slips, and you can see his like front foot moves forward and his back foot kind of gets caught as he just like so ungracefully slams into the mountainside, and continues to roll, and is still moving and prone. All right. It is it's Spooky's turn.
Okay, so Clack's reaching out to me.
Yeah.
Also, when I fell, would I have had to make a con save?
No, because you didn't take any damage.
Okay, cool. Again, just checking.
Doesn't want to be an owl
You
anymore.
want out of this.
Am I able to drop concentration?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can Clack carry me though? I don't know. I'm dumb owl. But I'm also me. This is very confusing because if I can drop concentration, am I not partly me? I don't confused. I'm just gonna grab
like an innate.
You're
It's
a
like an innate-
concentrating owl.
I'm just gonna talon grab and can I hold my action to like fly with him, or will he just carry me? And
You can essentially use your action to kind of like grab onto him firmly because you're not buried in snow. It's like you can just kind of grab onto his hand firmly and
I'm
essentially like hold on as the
I'm gonna do
owl
that.
with your okay, cool. But yeah, you can't hold your movement. All right. It is now Finnan's turn.
I would like to try and lift up Wex and kind of like get him into a bit of a like under the armpit hold.
Yep.
Would I be able to use athletics for that?
Yeah, I was gonna say this would be a straight athletics check.
That is so much better than just regular strength. That's a 14 plus 8, so 22.
Yeah, you managed to kind of scoop him up underneath and lift him out of the snow.
And then I'm going to thunder step 90 feet. Up and back.
Okay.
So I'm going to just like, so that we are
30.
now, basically, so that we're just above. We're not at the wall of doom. We've like,
okay.
With
So you see there's,
like the most dangerous part is away from us.
Totally. It's kind of moved past you anyways. So like you managed to get high enough that you're not getting clipped by the bottom of it.
Okay.
But you do see this like massive like plume of snow and debris as the thunder just like kind of ripples across, and you see more shale kind of come loose. It is now Clack's turn.
And that's turn 4, correct? I have to keep track of
believe so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And Clack is going to grab you and lift you up into the air as he flies up. The DC is not terribly high because you're an owl and you don't weigh a lot. Yep, he did it.
Yay!
Go Clack.
You rolled an 18, or you rolled a 17 plus 1. And he manages to kind of like pull you up out of it and fly you up 6. He's going to go up 30 and back 6 or 30. So you're kind of moving away a bit from the incoming giant. And it is now Callie's turn.
So everyone's kind of like scattered all over the place, eh?
Yes. You've lost sight of Kokanee and Neppy. You can see Finnan and Wex.
Actually, we probably would have landed right next to Callie because she's
pretty
60
close
feet
to
high.
where, pretty close to where you are. And then up the mountain a ways, you can see letters.
Bullying a giant.
And you can see Gianna being carried by Clack, or an owl being carried by Clack.
And where is the? Can I see the giant?
You can see, you can see the giant. It's pretty hard to make out, but you can see the kind of figure sort of rolling down the hill.
Big clumsy idiot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly over to letters then.
Okay, it's gonna take you
close I can.
Yeah, it'll probably take on your next turn. You'd be able to get there. Yeah.
So I'll fly 60
feet. 60 feet.
Yeah, I'll fly 60 feet over
And
letters.
how they're kind of flying down. All right, it is back to the top. Letters. What would you like to do?
I would love for this clumsy, shitty giant to make another dexterity saving.
Are you erupting earth on him again?
No, I'm gonna hit it with a lightning bolt.
That's good. Because he's prone.
I think, is that an auto fail?
I didn't see anything.
Auto-fail.
It's just advantage on attacks. They didn't talk about saving throws when I looked it up.
Right.
Your ruling DM, if you'd like to punish this clumsy idiot, justifiably so.
No, this one because he's now on solid. Like he is on the mountainside is more solid.
The
So he-
post-avalanche mountainside that fucked up that owl.
yeah, because a lot of the loose
Yeah,
debris
yeah,
would have
yeah,
been
yeah.
pulled down.
It is your world. Yes. I'm sorry. I want this guy dead so bad. Well,
I
I
know.
want him broken.
I hear you, dog.
I want him broken.
Yeah, I don't think Letters want to kill this guy. Letters wants to like.
Nope, that was
Make
better.
him question his life choices.
Yeah.
That was an 18.
Fuck. Well, he's gonna take half damage. The dick. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him
Sheer
with a
spite.
lightning bolt, and
I mean,
I'm
all
going
that-
to shout in giant yield as I hit him with the lightning bolt.
All that snow, he's going to be awful wet. That's really good conductivity. And I'm pretty sure cold water is more conductive than hot water.
Probably.
10,
I
14. That's
think-
17 points of lightning damage. As I flex my brain and put a little bit of spin on it.
A little bit of juice. All right.
And I'm going to dip down so I'm only, let's say, 50 feet above him.
Okay.
But directly above him.
Okay.
Actually, if I can position myself, it's overcast, right? I can't really be the hun in the sun here.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Other way around, hot water is more conductive.
We can make it hot.
All right. It is Neppy's turn.
So we are down at this like strong tree line,
Mhm.
like the hard tree line. We're like 400 feet away from everyone at this point.
Mhm.
Okay. I am going to use my action to take a really good like look around this area, looking for other things that could hurt us down here, namely giants. But I don't know if I've seen the giant, but I'm taking.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Can't miss the lightning bolt.
Can't miss the lightning bolt. I'm seeing letters fire things because we're
Letters
down at the north.
Firing it at the mountain.
Kokanee and Neppy just standing at the bottom, just biting their
And
nails.
usually
Like,
pissed off about it.
okay, I'm gonna take a good old look around. Okay, that's gonna be a 28.
28. You take a look around. You can see tracks, animal tracks.
Okay.
They don't look like mammoth tracks. They don't look that big, but they look relatively large.
Okay.
But they look to continue just like they scattered after that. Like they,
Right.
you can see they just like took off.
Can I hear
Um,
anything other than the giant rumbling of the avalanche, or no?
No, like most of what you can hear is that kind of like fairly loud rumbling in between there was thunder and lightning. From
In that
far up the
order.
hill.
Boom.
That's not how that usually goes.
Yeah. So it's difficult to it's difficult to tell. And where the snow is getting to, you can see like there are some of the smaller trees getting broken. Like as it's still moving down the hill.
Does it look like the avalanche will break and slow before it hits the hard packed trees that we're in right now?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
Fine.
I will.
Nature is intelligence. No, that's wisdom. 15.
15. You're not 100% sure. You have almost no experience with avalanches.
Snow's weird.
Yeah, you have spent.
I've got
almost no
no
time,
idea.
In this kind of like there is occasionally snow kind of in some of the peaks in Io's range and things like that, but it's so different than this kind of climate that you're not really sure.
I would look to Kokanee while we're down here. Should we barricade ourselves down here? That would be my turn.
It is Kokanee's turn.
Tim, I'm gonna look up the hill as she asks and try to figure out whether or not this avalanche is going to ruin us if we stand still.
Okay, make a nature check.
Well, Tim, how does
He who has also seen probably equivalently less, about as much.
I mean,
snow.
he's traveled a bit, so he's seen a little bit more, but nothing like this.
so
Like
my thing says nature's int.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
It is.
And I'm a famously smart boy, so that'll be 3.
A famously smart boy.
Yeah, you have no idea. Like
2.
you're not even really sure what this phenomena is. You're like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's
why
like
is this
fully
happening?
understandable.
You
Neppy
This is why he carried me
exclusively
around in a bag for a long
Neppy
time.
Neppy exclusively married Kokanee for his poignant and intimidating intellect.
And you're like,
Guys.
sand doesn't behave this way.
We're both just
Is
standing
this
there
a
being like,
sand earthquake?
what is,
Guys.
I know how sand moves. I don't.
Me, Kokanee, stand in avalanche pad.
You
Pulls
do
out his sword.
You do know that it's picking up speed. And Wex is with you, Finnan.
He is.
He is going to.
Do you have any ability to make yourself fly?
He is going to cast. Let's see.
I would have seen snow, right, guys?
Maybe at some point. I don't know.
From the labyrinth.
As you say that, you see him kind of look up and go, and his whole form just slips out of your hand as he sort of like turns into sort of this gaseous cloud.
What?
Oh,
It just kind of floats a bit.
Oh, Wex, you smell weird.
What the fuck?
Oh, when you come back, am I gonna have pieces of you in my lung?
He can't say anything.
Give me warning next time.
Gnarly.
All right. It is, the avalanche pushes ahead another 150 feet. It's now starting to take down some of those initial higher up trees on the mountain. And you see they're breaking like matches. It's the giant's turn. He's going to try to.
Fuck, Sean, you're so scary.
Now
I
that he's
live,
on the
I
solid ground,
live with this
he's
man.
able to kind of stop himself and stand up using half of his movement.
What the fuck? Why is that making noise?
He is going to. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. You see, he reaches down and grabs a large horn from his belt.
I'm gonna
As
throw
he
up.
just like he
I'm
looks
gonna
up at
throw
you,
up.
and you can see as he's looking up, his teeth, like his face widens into a smile as you see these razor sharp teeth.
No.
He just lays out a huge blast on the horn as it just echoes through. You see like other parts of like farther down the like hill, you can see like small kind of bits of snow kind of start tumbling off as he just kind of laughs. That's what he's gonna do. Spooky, your turn.
How far have we gotten, Clock and I?
You have moved it back, so you are probably about 30 feet away. You went up and back, so you're about 30 feet away from Letters.
Okay. Fuck. And sorry, I'm a bit spacey today. Is Letters in immediate danger or
Hell no.
No, he's fine.
You
Okay.
just saw the giant blow his big horn.
I'm
Okay,
fresh as
I
hell.
got that part. Okay. Then I'm gonna drop concentration as an owl. I don't weigh very much, so hopefully Clack can hold me. And yeah, how charismatic is that giant?
Let's find out. Oh, that's not bad. That is a. Oh, he's got a plus 21.
When he succeeds. I don't think it does anything then. Sorry, I was just trying to find your email. I don't think it does anything then. I was trying to use my ether ability. Okay.
You see as as you kind of come back into your corporeal form, you feel Clack kind of buckle a little bit, but he's still holding on. But yeah, as you kind of start to reach out for those tethers, and you can see the strings kind of rippling off of the giant as you kind of extend your reach beyond trying to grab them, but you just, with the movement and everything, you just aren't able to quite get there.
Good day for Gianna.
All right, it is Finnan's turn.
All right, unencumbered. How far away is this giant from me?
You moved up to where Callie is. Callie was about, what do we say, 30 feet away from Letters, I think we said.
After
No,
they moved down?
So I was where he was, where I was, and I just moved 60 feet to get to Letters, and you said I was gonna have to move 60 feet more.
Okay,
so I'm
yeah,
60 feet
oh,
away from
okay,
where
you're still
Finnan
60
is.
Yeah, you're 60 feet away.
So I'm 120 feet away.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna shoot 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Nice.
I'll start moving up that way though as well. So I'll move forward 60 feet because I can see that the safer place is uphill than downhill, right? The closest safe place.
Yeah.
Cool. That is 25, 27, and a 24.
20. Yep.
24 was the lowest.
Yeah, they all hit. Oh no. My
Damn, dude. 15, 25, 30, 40 points of force damage.
Nice.
Just
You just blast into him on the side of the ring.
I'm going to follow up with another waning shadow because I'm in my shadow form.
Is it close enough?
Oh, that is good. Well, I move forward 60 feet, and I think I have to be within...
Is it 60 feet or 30 feet?
That is a great question, Tim, and I don't know off the top of my head. It is 60 feet.
Nice.
One creature within 60 feet.
Yep.
And then he's going to take... it's a 23 to hit.
That will also hit, yeah.
Okay, and there's going to be 10, 17, 22 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
So 62 all up.
62 all up. Nice. Sorry, my doc.
And I'm going to tick off one more round as we get closer and closer to me no longer being able to fly.
How many rounds is it? 10?
I got 5 more.
Oh, we'll be okay.
Yeah, I should.
Hope so.
A lot of giants are coming.
Yeah,
I'm working on it.
I'm not worried about the flying. I'm worried about the cannibals, to be clear.
Yeah.
They're not cannibals. We're not the same species. We're prey. We don't know that they're not cannibals, though.
It is Clack's turn. He leans over to you, Gianna, and he's like,
should we fly? Where do you want to go?
Somewhere safe. I don't know if there's a safe spot.
He starts flying towards Callie.
Yeah. Good call.
He flies farther down to close the gap with Callie.
Cute.
All right. It is now Callie's turn.
Okay, so is every round a minute?
6 seconds.
No.
6 seconds.
So
But you have 10 rounds
For your wings.
for your wings.
No, the wings
Oh, no,
last
she has
11
11
minutes.
minutes.
Oh, 11
I
minutes.
yeah,
last
You're
11
fine.
minutes.
You're fine.
Forget about it. You got
Hey.
Last forever.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly the rest of the way to Letters. So I'm beside Letters. And am I over the giant?
Hell yeah,
Or over
directly.
top of it, yeah. 50 feet
I'm
above it.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Letters and I'm gonna nod and I'm gonna throw 2 javelins at it.
Nice. Roll those javelins.
Roll my javelin.
Did we end up getting the Javelin of Lightning?
We did, but I don't want to throw that into to a giant in. I have that. I just don't want to throw it to a giant who's in snow because I might not get it back.
Because it'll be like finding a javelin in an avalanche.
Yeehaw.
For that.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, that's
A
exactly.
javalanche.
That's how Callie's brain went. So, 20 for the first one.
That hits.
That was out. And then 21. No, more than
That'll hit.
yeah, 21. So that's gonna be. I can't smite a javelin, right?
No.
Has to be melee.
Tragic.
Would that
Hey.
be unbalanced to have like a paladin subclass that's like ranged? I feel like maybe.
Yes.
Tim made one of my paladins a weapon that was a ranged smiting weapon, and it's an amazing.
But it's got a limited ability.
Yeah.
You can't do it every time. I did a similar thing for our maker's one shot with Gianna's character, where she had a shotgun. It was similar. Where
Also, I love that you called her Gianna.
yeah. Jen's character. That it's similar thing, but it's limited, so you can't do it all the time, or else it would be way overpowered. You could essentially.
It's 20 points of damage.
Nice. Nice. This is not looking good. It's not looking good for this guy. He's feeling not so good. Letters, you're up.
Do I feel like this guy would die if we hit him? Like, he could probably take another good hit, right?
It's up to you.
All right. We
Sean,
won't
are
give
you
him
doing
the
a
full
vibe
beam.
check? Like,
I'm doing a vibe check.
Vibe check?
Well, gonna hit
Medicine
him with
check
another
50 feet
lightning
up.
bolt and say yield again. I'm just fucking palpitating this guy. Yeah, dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Nope, that's a 2.
Well, fuck this guy. Yield. In giant, he knows what I'm saying. He knows what I want.
Oh, absolutely.
And what I expect from him. What is that?
you've
68.
made your expectations very clear.
No, it's 8d6. That's right. Big rolly. 35 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
How do you want to do this?
Fuck! God damn it!
Oh, you didn't want to kill him?
No, I wanted him to yield, as I made perfectly clear. Shit.
Do you want me
I'm
to-
gonna fucking fry him with a lightning bolt accidentally. I don't know, Tim. I'm gonna shoot a lightning bolt from my horns, which is where the lightning comes from.
You see, he just it slams into him, and his eyes just burst into flames. As you see his whole body go rigid, his teeth shatter out as he just as he slumps to the ground, just a charred.
I'm gonna drop down, or fly down rather, and I'm gonna grab that fucking horn.
Okay. So we'll drop out of initiative.
Okay.
As you fly down and grab that horn, you hear another horn blast farther over the mountain ridge. Neppy and Kokanee, you hear another horn blast somewhere in the trees. And that's where we're going to end it.
Dude, Gar
How many
Yang has
horn
been
blasts?
one
4?
combat fucking start to finish.
Yeah, this place is rough, dude.
We've never rolled
Tim has
initiative this
taken-
many times.
Dave.
Jen has
He's
taken
safe.
every single time we say, "Oh, we don't roll dice," and he has counted,
He's
and
saving
that's
it
how
for
many
this
encounters
part.
we have right
No,
now.
he's designed
Oh.
Gar Yang to just wreck us.
Gar Yang is like a meat grinder
It's a gauntlet.
continent. It's not
absolutely
a
gauntlet.
dungeon, it's a continent of meat grind.
Also, can I just say this is day 1 of our like
All we need to
we
do
gotta-
is
or
find
2,
someone
maybe
to
2.
describe the
No.
whistle to me, and I'll get us there.
This is
Just describe the whistle.
I can describe it. I'll just describe it really badly.
That's
No.
a false description, and that only leads to mishaps. Actually, no, you can still. It's mishap or success.
Go on faith.
Still,
Easy.
there's
We
still
go
like
on
a
faith.
15% chance of success.
I would just like to comment on the fact of how spaced out we are right now. Like how far apart
This
from each
party
other we are.
is split.
Yeah.
We're split.
Guys, you know how we said we weren't going to split the party again?
We're
And our
split.
guide is a fart.
Oh.
Fuck.
Well, I'm so thrilled. This has been lovely. I would like to introduce a new tradition because I feel like we've grown
Yes.
out of the goat salute.
Yeah.
I would love to end the stream with one big ol' be safe.
Aw, thank you
100%.
everyone for joining us tonight. Get your B6 ready. Please come hang out with us at Chatwater on Monday, and then come hang out with us. Everyone's so ready. Come hang out for us for the Werewolf with the Werewolf on Wednesday, and then on Saturday, Halloween. You all get the chance to come hang out with us and be
Be
safe. Good night, you guys.
Bye,
Love y'all.
Dom.